Yo, Flows, it's good to see you guys. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you guys all for coming. It's good to see you, like I said. Sorry, Michael and Jeff. They were still busy talking, and then they didn't hear me, so I just started the show. He's like, Michael's like, oh, it's Flatzoid started the show. Like, yeah. So, yeah, how you guys doing?
Sound.
Oh, good.
Oh, I'm doing good.
No, that discussion between me and Jeff in for online, like.
Yeah, still flat, and Jesus still love this, and looking forward to the 4-hour conversation. Do you know something? And then I just realised I'm on camera, so I will like that right now, guys. Hiya. See you later. Camera off.
So guys, yeah, it's a 4-hour stream tonight. There's no actual topic or anything. It's just that's what was asked for. So we said we'll have a 4-hour stream tonight.
So if you've got in chat that you want us to talk about, get posted.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. It says 22 votes. Do you want more of these 4-hour special streams? Yes, please. 41%. No, I'm a sour pot. 18%.
Sour.
Doesn't bother me. 39%. So yeah. Well, it's good to see everyone. Just gonna say hi and chat to everybody. Jeff Conkle, Michael Kahn, Bible U, good to see you. Silas, hello, good to see you. Richard G, thank you for coming. Raichi, great to see you. Pirate Man, I'm glad you could make it. Coral Apple, hello. Tony Whitcomb, glad you could make it, mate. Jeff Gassed, Bobby Steels, Taylor Vision, Spuddy, it's always good to see you too. Jamacho Wombat, Lumpy Gas in a Vacuum, and obviously PJ Cruikshank. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming.
Bobby Steels, you cheat to come here after you were trolling in my chat.
And you know what I mean? You got banned in Michael's and
wow.
comes here work there.
You got banned in mine and come back with free socks.
He did. All called Bobby Steele. He's not very
not very bright.
You know what I mean?
This is
not very bright though.
Unwise.
So Raichi says we should maybe look at this video that just came out from Execrate.
I was just gonna mention that.
I haven't watched it. I just quickly scrolled through to see if he actually said anything, but I didn't see anything. So you guys want to watch that? Apparently I debunked Flatzoid debunked What the Duck.
Can I just say something? Like, I say things like Rachel, but it don't mean that I hate you. I don't like that.
I rate you. No, it doesn't.
No, but I do say things like that. It might make me come across like I'm hating her or something like, but I'm really not. Like, I just think what you believe in is rubbish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Michael doesn't hate you, but I
don't hate anybody. Like,
I know.
But I do come across like that because that's how I come across. I can't help it.
I was going to say Michael might not hate you, Richie, but I bloody loathe you. Absolutely loathe you. You know I do. Bless you, Richie. Bless you.
I also had a suggestion from Awesome Lawson Clips on we should maybe state the top 10 reasons for a flat earth and how we can use it in arguments against globers, which I think is a great idea. I got that glober, that Ade guy or whatever, that keeps challenging me to celestial navigation, saying I don't understand it. I keep telling him, come in tonight's chat, 4 hours long, you know?
Enlighten us.
And the guys keep on making excuses not to come in, so very sad.
Enlighten us. He should come in and enlighten us. Don't know anything about it.
Yeah, but he refuses to. Instead, he just says, I'm running away from him while I'm telling him, I'm right here, come in.
Exactly. Do you know, they all say that about the flats. They all say, yeah, I challenged you. You just said you wouldn't come and debate me or anything like that. I challenged you and you wouldn't come. They all say that about you, and you always say, look, I am here.
Exactly.
When you just like with Nathan, though, you've gone up and do it. If you want to come in and argue, fair enough, come in, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Leafy, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Exalted, blow me out to scene. It's good to see my wife in.
Yeah,
what does leafy mean?
I was just about to ask that, Michael. Michael was just about to say, is leafy a term of endearment or something?
Because I've heard you every time you say, hey, leafy.
Leafy, yeah.
Leafy means love.
Love, yeah. I thought it was a term of endearment.
Just like people say honey or love, I say leafy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. FC.
Okay. So, we're going to start off this 4-hour stream with Somehow I'm Debunked. This should be good.
Yeah, brilliant.
Let's watch this. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
What video is this? That
It's from that
Execrate?
Execrate, the guy that claims to be a Christian Bible believer but says the Bible
Yeah, I want to comment
has.
on that.
Yeah, I also got some issue on that.
If he were believing in Bible, he wouldn't be believing this upward moving Earth business.
Exactly.
I call him out on that straight away.
Yeah, but I mean, look at what he says about the Bible. He's like McToon, claiming to be Christians, but they try and say it's just a book. It's like, what? Really slagging off the Bible, yet you're supposed to be using the Bible as God's word? That's one thing I don't get. But anyway, let's see what this guy said. Yeah?
I were in Dell's chat, like, and somebody were... I commented and somebody put, religious freaks are here. And I put, look, I'm a liar because I believe in God. And Dell saw my comment and were like, no, nobody's saying that. And then he went, but don't effing come here and say, and I was like, look, no, I'm responding to somebody in your chat, Dell, not you.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you don't want somebody to respond in your chat or whatever, close off.
Well, we're going to be covering some Dell tonight from Simon Dan. Simon Dan finally caught on with Dell's idiotic assessment.
I will have, like, it's all...
So for once, I actually agreed with...
for Dan, innit?
Yeah, but for once I actually agreed with Simon and Dan. Although...
really?
Yeah, really. Although there was a part in there that I did not agree with him, because he didn't get the nuance that what Dell is pushing is globe rhetoric.
Right.
He
Hey,
doesn't
guys,
get that.
Can you hear my fan in the background? Am I being heard okay? Or
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. fan.
This is what's funny about it, right? Ballers don't realise it's globe rhetoric. That's how stupid ballers are.
Exactly. The
What did you
Earth
say?
rising up to meet the object is general relativity.
And globers don't realise it. So when they're making fun at you, it's like they don't even know their own model.
Exactly.
Flat, did you say you can't hear the fan?
No, I can hear you, not the fan.
Right, so I'm being heard okay. Because I feel like the fan's interfering, but it's not, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, you got a fan on, bro?
Sorry?
You got a fan on?
Yeah, because it's too hot and it's a nice fan, but it really makes a noise. So I just
I
thought.
got to Jesse though, mate.
Alright, okay. Cool.
Okay.
Say again. No, it's not just three. No.
Okay, let's start the video.
Alright, nice one, Richie. Thank you.
Okay. Globe rhetoric being pushed here. The water, all the gas in there, this duck and the flask is all accelerating at the same rate. You see this big arrow for the flask is got the most amount of force now because the whole system is accelerating down. It's all accelerating at the same rate. Now we do the same with the duck on the top, and you got the spring on the top. Yeah. Note the force. I was supposed to turn that arrow around, by the way. The force of the water is pushing the duck up, while the duck now has greater force than that spring. Yeah, you can see that it's floating static. You can see it's just floating there, just like he's. So far, so good, guys.
Right.
Yeah, so far not debunked. Okay. Spring holding on the water. Okay.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Is plug socket in there for a reason, or just?
I have no idea what the
just
plug socket
happens
is.
to be there, like 'cause it's putting out.
Maybe it's a light or something. I don't know.
It's a heater for the water. The duck gets a bit
But
cold.
but guys, notice that. Notice what lines he's got on the wall there. Would that be to measure the acceleration of the container accelerating to the ground?
That's there. I would say
So measurable acceleration that he says does not exist.
Yeah,
Right.
you have lines to measure acceleration or speed, even.
Weird how that works. So he's debunking himself, actually. Okay.
Room temperature is warm, fridge and I hope you're not talking about me, Spud, because I'm blonde.
Yeah,
Has Spud got that internet yet?
Say again.
Has Spud got internet yet?
He did yesterday, but it wasn't. No, he was still working off his data yesterday. I think mobile data. I think it was something. Can't. Spud, what's going on? Let us know, dude.
You know when you've got to wait so long for an internet provider,
Yeah.
might not be best internet provider.
Nope.
You might get one that wants to arrive.
Rachie, apparent acceleration. Yeah, it's apparent because you observe it. I agree.
You don't claim that though, Rachel, do you?
Denser than the air. Now, when it drops, what happens? The duct with the spring and the water and the air stay exactly the same position. Why is that? Okay, I did say that wrong though, because the spring still has tension, which would pull it back up. So I apologize there. I did say that wrong. Because the greater force is this system falling. Should I repeat myself? See, now it's going up. Okay, sure. I misspoke. Sorry about that, Execrete. People make mistakes.
Not you, Flat. Surely not.
Not me. No, I'm not human.
No.
No, because like I was saying, the spring has tension, so it's still going to pull it up. If we go back to where I showed, yeah, and I said I made it the wrong way around. Remember? You see that green arrow for the spring? It's larger than the arrow for the force of the duct, meaning it would go up because the spring has tension. Just like I explained with everything else, like this side, it's got tension. That's why it's pulling it down while it's accelerating. So yeah, that was a bit of a misspeak. I'm sorry. I apologize, Execrete. How's that? Should I repeat myself? The spring on the top. Note the force. I was supposed to turn that arrow around, by the way. See, I was supposed to turn the arrow around. What does that arrow show? If I turn around, it shows up, correct?
Yeah, of course.
And it's showing a greater force upwards. Because the tension of the spring. The force of the water is pushing the duct up, while the duct now has force, greater force than that spring holding on the water. Okay? Because it's denser than the air. Now when it drops, what happens? The duct with the spring and the water and the air stay exactly the same position. Why is that? Like again, I said, I misspoke, sorry. So that's what he does. Takes a person's words and just says he debunked himself. By the way, what I was meaning with the same position, meaning it doesn't go down with the water. So yeah. Because the greater force is this system falling. And then I want to show this guy Slinky. Ah. Ooh. Should I repeat myself? Now when it drops, what happens? Okay, it's just going to replay this the whole time, I guess.
I can't follow this, man.
No. But thanks, yeah. That's called misrepresentation, by the way.
See what's going off, like, but
Definitely.
from what I've just saw, like, with them lines in background dropping about, it shows that it's all falling at the same rate from what I can see.
It does, but remember when I even explained if he takes it other way, where the spring has more tension, so it pulls the duct. He took one part where I misspoke, and then says I debunked myself. So guys, I apologize for misspeaking once. As I said, I'm human. But that's all the guy has, though.
What about Dell? Dell double speaks left, right, and centre, like, so.
I don't deny gas particles, and then in the same.
About misspeaking, like.
Yeah, there's a difference between double speaking and just misspeaking. You know what I mean?
That's it, Flatzoid. You're fired.
well, I quit. My boss hasn't paid me yet.
Richie says you can't be human. You stream too much to be human. That's true.
Richie.
That is God's honest truth.
Absolutely. You couldn't get any truer than that.
I thought you guys enjoy the streams. Are you telling me I should stop?
Hey, Richie, where were you on my last stream anyway?
Yeah, Richie, you need to come on the panel. Good job, you're fine.
So, what is the email? Oh yeah, let me quickly try if I can get my email up again because I want to see exactly what Lawson said. Yeah, it says, okay. Hey bud, hope all is well. Well, I'm sure you have the 4-hour show lined up already, but if not, do you think you could line out like 10 of the best arguments for flat Earth and then steel man the globe's responses to these things and then point out why their response doesn't hold up?
I don't think you need to go to 10.
I don't
think
even
you need one.
One or
And
three even.
That's proved curvature, like.
Yeah, exactly.
In my opinion, like.
In your humble opinions, though.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, no stop, Bob. Shaken and not stop.
Rachel, it is misrepresentation because I explained, even like I said before, that the spring has tension and therefore that's what pulls the duck in the opposite direction. Just like I explained it before that with the duck pulling down inside the water. And I even said, I put the arrow in the wrong direction. So yeah, misrepresentation of one little misspeak.
You
Anyway.
have to be more mindful of what you say.
Probably. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm now the biggest shill in the market.
Yeah. It wasn't the first time I've heard it. Not the first time.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's your number one argument for why it has to be a flat Earth, guys?
Why it has to be a flat Earth?
Why it is a flat Earth? Let's put it that way.
Well, I was going to say gas pressure, but that's nothing to do with the shape, really. Just how far we can see. And there's no curvature. It doesn't curve at 3 miles.
Yeah.
And left to right, the x-axis, what is it, the x-axis, left to right? Yeah. No curvature whatsoever.
Show me the curve.
That's it. No curvising.
No curvising. Yeah, I think the thing that catches me is we're able to demonstrate on small scale that we get the same effects over flat surfaces. So there's definitely no curve. It's all just optical, and this can be demonstrated over and over. And just like Jollyman says, water. Yeah, the physics of water, it seeks level when at rest, and level is flat.
That is what woke me up. Well, I'm going to say woke me up. I don't really think it really woke me up because it took me like about 2 hours to realise Earth was flat from watching Eric debate, and when he said water don't curve, like that woke me up.
Dude, same as me. It took me about an hour. It took me an hour. I went into it because
there were no like inner turmoil with me, like you know what I mean. It was like because I thought, well, the line about shape of Earth don't surprise me. The lie about everything else, so why not?
The penny just dropped for me. It just dropped. Like you said, you took 2 hours. It took me about an hour. I was looking at conspiracy things. Obviously, I came across flat Earth, even though it's not conspiracy. I came on it to see, oh, come on, this one's stupid. I believed a lot of the conspiracies, but I thought, nah, flat Earth's stupid. So I thought, yeah, let's listen to it, see what they're saying, because people did used to think the Earth was flat. Just listen to it, you know what I mean? And I was like, even within 10 minutes, I was like, I felt it. It was like sinking. It was just like sinking from my throat to my heart. The penny just dropped. None of the cognitive dissonance. That was it. It was just that. I was convinced straight away. And I never thought it would be because I can be stubborn, you know? And that was just that. That was it. The penny dropped.
Rachie, what the duck? Taylor Spuddy says, my favorite FE proof is the globe model.
That's true.
Well, the globe is based on flat Earth measurements, so.
And because we're flat earthers, we're all different, aren't we? So different things sway us, you know. I don't think the same thing walk us all up to it, like.
It's it's obvious.
I was born a flat earther.
Yeah,
I think it's by proxy. It's by default. Everybody is a flat earther.
Yeah, Jolly. What I mean by already knew was that I already knew that we were being lied to by governments and this, that, and other. I knew moon landing were fake.
Definitely.
Funnily enough, I still entertain space.
Me too.
but as soon as I saw that, I watched Eric DeBay. As soon as I saw him talking about water don't curve, I was like, no, it doesn't, because I didn't see it, and that
Yeah.
were it. Like there were no like. Didn't take me weeks, months, years to get my head round it.
That's it.
I got my head round it instantly.
Same as me. Same as me. It's, when the penny dropped, it also occurred to me that the globe stuff that I questioned when I was a kid, like how were we on a globe upside down, all that gravity, things you question when you're a kid, but just accept. That came into mind afterwards, and that made the penny drop as well. That we were light about that. It all dropped. It made sense. You know what I mean? That's how
I mean, let's be fair, right? Most people walk up through 9/11, yeah.
Yeah, probably in moon landing, JFK.
And
stuff
moon,
like that.
yeah, well, yeah. All them things like
Yeah,
if you were a conspiracy theorist like I were, then it wouldn't have come as a shock to
No.
find out that Earth went a globe.
It just helps you figure it out easier. That's all. To accept it easier, because especially when you get these guys that are very, like, let's say Dave McKeegan. He's a religious tard when it comes to the moon landings. So he's not going to accept it at all, even when shown wrong.
People like him to fight the fight who have chose to defend the globe medal will never wake up.
No.
Even I truly believe that they know that they're wrong.
You've got to know.
They can't admit it because they've chose to defend it.
Yeah, well,
you can see faces when they get twisted up. You can see what's his name? McToon. You can see his face just he goes red. You can see the frustration in his face when he gets twisted up in something that you can't handle.
Yeah, he gets angry as well.
Yeah, he gets angry, so he knows that he's wrong. So whether he knows if it's flat or not, he knows it's not a globe. He knows it's not where they say it is. So he must know if it's flat. He must.
You know, best thing about it is, like, they've all been arguing no triangles, no flat. Dave McKeegan only pops up and proves it.
Yeah.
He's worse than any of them.
Yeah.
He don't even realise what he's said. Same as Sensible saying, all you've done is disprove radius. Cool story, Sensible. You've debunked yourself, mate.
Yeah, did you see Rachel's latest video as well? Shout out to Rachel, where she showed McToon talking to Gunnar with STST saying, "Oh, look, why is he not showing the beginning of his of this video? Is he being dishonest?" And then she just shows a clip of Dave McKeegan totally demolishing the guy's argument.
Can we put it on? I haven't seen it. Can we put it on?
Seen it? Okay.
But this is what they like to say, you cherry pick, right? But you only need to show enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you don't need to show a full hour's worth of somebody's video.
No.
You just show the bit you need. It's almost like a citation.
Exactly. Shout out to Rachel, who really does have awesome content. If you guys haven't already, please do subscribe to her. Here's the link in the box.
Nice one, Richard.
Let's go
So now I've got to end it quickly. Tony Whitcomb, thank you very much for your £10 super chat, mate. Really, really appreciate it. It's a shame Patrick Gunnels didn't spot no deviation from left to right in McToon's theodolite footage. That would have changed it all. Well, his name isn't Jaron.
But in defense,
what the hell is going on with that anyway? You hear what's going on in Flat Earth debate? Everybody wants to play patty cake, and everybody wants to make friends. These guys are cutthroats. They're going to stab you in the back.
Hey, Neil.
you know where I stand on it.
Neil, it's good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I thought this was maybe going to come up tonight. I don't agree with Nathan at all.
I don't either. We don't listen. You guys are going so good. You too, Flatzoid. When I say them, I mean you as well. QE, you, Nathan, just do what you're doing. They'll come. How come I'm not over at Jaren's and I'm over here? Yeah, but real people will come.
But I mean, look what I'm saying. Okay, he sent out the Ella branch to him. That's his business, okay? But I don't see the reason to go and make peace with seriously controlled opposition. The guy has been showing through and through. He's trying to make Flat Earth look stupid. Okay? The guy is so literally out there showing it in your face when he goes on McToon's and says, yes, you can measure triangles over a sphere Earth. He is controlled opposition. I don't give a shit what other people say. It's the truth.
But I don't know.
And
I understand where you're coming from, but the problem is Nathan and Adam, they know him. They know him personally. They've been with him. But that don't mean a person can't change. He may have been one way a few years ago, but he's not the same person now.
Well, on a spiritual level, Jaren disgusts me, and that pushes me away from him. You know what I mean? So I want nothing to do with him. So,
Right, I'm going to say something that might piss loads of people off, right? But if you don't come to Jesus, he is the truth, right? He is the truth, right? Flat Earth pales in comparison, right? If you don't come to Jesus, you don't know the truth.
Right, but
That might piss
the
people
Holy
off.
Spirit's got to do that, though.
But
We know that, right?
yeah, but you see, the thing that pisses me off about this, though, they the ones that drew the line with us. They want to excommunicate us or whatever they call it, okay? The thing is, they trying to break down every little thing we've built up these last few years. And the excuse, sorry from Nathan, which I don't agree with, is the guy's ignorant. No, he's not ignorant. He knows our arguments. He listens. He chooses to be dishonest and literally go and say, yeah, no, it can be done on a globe. That tells me the guy's just a dishonest twat.
Well, listen, you heard what I said. I said, you're going to see nothing good's going to come out of this, and you don't want to be with them. You don't want to be attached to the hip with them. If they're going to keep going down this path, you watch how foolish they're going to look.
Thank you, PJ Cruikshank, for your £10 super chat. Really appreciate it, mate. He says, truth, no friction. Here, we speak in honesty. Forked tongue, not foundation at this place. Love, exactly.
Forked tongue, not found at this place.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, PJ. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stick with weeding out the weeds. The thing is, I understand that the community has to get together, but then that means the community of actual flat earthers have to get together, not fake
community.
Yeah, not fake flat earthers.
What community though? Because
Well,
I don't see that there is any community at all.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. That's it. But there used to be a sort of sense of community.
And I'll tell you something, right? If I have to be in a community where there's Jaren and David Weiss,
I don't want to be part of it.
I don't want part of it.
I agree.
I'm sorry, but I don't.
No, mate.
I'm gone.
Like I said today, I'm just going to keep fighting what I fight. I'm going to be exposing the nonsense as good as I can, and that's about it. So if they do decide to band together, that's on them. But don't expect me to play along with it.
No,
because
I can't go down
I don't
that road.
agree. I don't agree with Jaren at all.
But I'm hopeful that Nathan extends this olive branch and Jaren chucks it back in his face. That's what I'm hopeful for.
I mean, I don't know. I would think that's what's going to happen, but
right.
You know
People keep crying about division, right? But truth causes division.
Exactly.
You either fought truth or you're not, right? So if you fought truth, you'll argue against people who are not fought truth, right? Truth causes division.
Yeah.
If you think otherwise, then you've no understanding what truth is.
Exactly.
Well, that's what it says in the Bible. Nathan
can extend an olive branch to Jaren, right? But he's still going to argue because he's got an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to argue tooth and nail, right? And no good will come of this. My words.
No.
I agree with Paula, what she said there. Jaren drew the line for me when he mocked Jesus years ago. I'm the same.
I'm exactly the same. Yeah, then I want nothing to do with him.
Yeah. Well, he's sickened me when he did that. I was watching him when he did that. He called that Jake the asshole about the penis competition. I was like, come on, dude, this is ridiculous. Is that about flat
It's not just that though, but Jaren attacks Bible and misrepresents the actual words that are said.
Yeah, like
You
the
know, that is
streets. He literally.
I'm sorry, I'm going to swear, but that is a piece of shit to me.
Yeah, I mean, he literally takes the Bible and tries to portray God as this sex trafficker, human slave, warmongering manipulator that wants to buy us into heaven with streets of gold, which is nothing what the Bible says. It just shows you he doesn't actually read his Bible. But the moron wants to tell us what the hell's going on.
And he's been corrected on that, and he
Many
still
times.
says it.
Exactly.
P Brain did a whole bunch of videos on
Oh
that.
yeah. Shout out to P Brain. And I mean, this is something we see a lot in the flat Earth at the moment. They're pushing New Age agenda, which really pisses me off. And the people that push the New Age, sorry, it has no sympathy for me. I'm not going to care if they want to say, "Oh, let's make a truce" or whatever. There's no truce to hold.
We don't say what we say because we're nasty, though. We say it because people have been deceived by this shit.
Of course. I mean,
It's a serious thing.
That whole 2 days with this lord in here, then he came to Michael's. It's the devil. I'm not saying he's the devil, but it's Satan using people to try and put discord and you know what I mean, between people and the truth.
A lot of people have said to me, "What
dishonesty?"
A lot of people have said to me, "Why do you entertain this lad?" And I'm like, "Well,
Because
I
God loves
can
him.
only hope that God wants him in our presence, so he is truth, you know."
Exactly.
You can just
But
pray
the
for him.
thing with that is by Satan. Do you know what I
I
mean?
don't
He's
agree.
not-
Like, if these people want to believe in New Age and stuff like that, we don't need to push them away, but they need to hate truth.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Nice name, man. Exactly.
But I mean, this is a serious matter because they're literally pushing people away from God.
That's the point.
So to me, that's more important than flat Earth. Okay, if I see someone taking and manipulating people away from God, that to me is priority number one. I don't care about flat Earth when it comes to that.
You might as well stay in heliocentrism.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no point of walk up to that truth.
Might as
No
well be
point
living
at
in
all.
lies. Might as well be living in lies.
Yeah, just because a guy labels himself as a flat earther doesn't mean I'm just gonna say, "Oh no, it's fine." Then you can just go and manipulate people so they can stop believing in truth. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Flat Earth doesn't save. Flat Earth is the truth, but it doesn't save you. Only Jesus saves.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just something I thought I have to let. I don't agree with Nathan on that subject where he's trying to send an olive branch.
No.
I know. I understand he sees they can make a good partnership with it, but I don't give a shit. I think Jaren should close his channel down. Never mind use him to push it further.
Unless he's going to admit that Nathan was right about science, and he's going to admit that he was wrong about everything he says about God and Jesus. If you don't do that, take a night, pal.
Yeah.
Right.
I
I mean, that's called repentance, turning around 180 degrees. That's what he needs to do completely. Christ. Foot of the cross. Simple.
Yeah. Anyway, we were trying to watch Rachel's video.
Oh, yeah, of course. Nice one, Rich.
Ahead and get started.
Let's move from
Hang on a minute. Why have you started this video at 2 minutes 43 seconds? Let's find the original video of which...
Okay, I just want to make a comment here. People start videos at certain places for a reason, that argument they're trying to make.
Yeah.
So his argument was based on where that started, STC. That's why he started it there. Because the beginning of the video had nothing to do with his argument.
Yep.
That's why.
It's like a citation, right? You don't go and find pages and pages and pages of what somebody said. You find the citation that backs up your argument, and you quote that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He seems like the kind of person that would
This
get mad at you for parting your hair the wrong way.
yeah, but they're all the same. This STSE guy and most of the Globers do not know what a citation is for a start.
They use a reference and say it's a citation. That's crazy. But yeah, that's very simple. He didn't start it there because he had a specific argument that he was presenting. So that had nothing to do with his specific argument. But you see, this is the dishonesty these people have. So they want to now make him out as being cherry picking. But this is exactly what he's doing. He's actually doing a red herring. Because he's taking off totally what his argument was. But he gets debunked anyway by Dave McKeegan.
Which you are debunking. The guy being interviewed is called Pavel Krupa. You seem quite like you're trying to hide what the actual video is. But we got the evidence. We got the evidence that you have started this video past the point of the beginning. So let's look. Why? Why did you do this, Witzer?
Why did he do it? I just gave you the answer. Rachie, stop defending Whitsett. I will still defend him if he's right. If a person's right, I'll defend them. Even if they are Simon Dan, for Pete's sake, or McToon. If they're right on something, I will defend them because that's how it is.
Let's play those first few moments.
Yeah, so you can look, for example, at the horizon. So you stand on Earth, say at the ocean looks flat. So you can bring up the hypothesis that the Earth is flat.
Hypothesis.
And just from the observation, which are at...
sorry, this is one thing I wanted to also say. Rachel, I was hoping you were going to bring this up, saying hypothesis. What hypothesis? It's not science. That is the only thing that bothered me about this. Hey, Titan, good to see you, mate.
Available, there is a viable hypothesis which you can't disprove, but equally viable is the hypothesis that the Earth is round.
How's that? It's a hypothesis that you can't disprove. Then it's not a hypothesis, because a hypothesis is simply there so you would be able to disprove it. You require disproval or validation from a hypothesis. So you can't have a hypothesis if it's not disprovable. Then it's not a hypothesis. Duh.
What is the shape of the Earth?
Ah, that's a what is question.
Don't even fall in realms to have an hypothesis.
Nope, exactly. But this is the sad thing we keep telling these people. Learn what science is.
Huh.
And you just happen to see a flat horizon because that's what happens when you sit on a ball. And both hypotheses are explain that particular observation of a flat horizon.
But what about the claim that the Earth is round? Isn't that a final kind of
Well,
theory?
precisely. And so one needs to devise. So we have two hypotheses. And
Ducked up. I think that's a
waffle.
Well, I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one who ducked up tonight, sir.
you can test this now. So the flat Earth hypothesis would tell you that if you go up in height, you take a balloon, or you go up on a higher mountain, or to the top of a very tall mast of a ship, and you will see that the horizon just extends, and you can calculate how it would extend if it's completely flat, right? Or the other.
Okay, there's also one thing. Who says the Earth is completely flat?
It's got topography.
Exactly.
It's got and mountains and houses even.
And in the oceans we got waves and bulges and tides.
Sand dunes and
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What? PJ Cruikshank, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Vicky left out, so here's one from her, channel support. Oh, thank you very much, Vicky. Really, really appreciate the channel support.
It says Vicky felt left out.
Ah,
I didn't.
I really appreciate it, Vicky.
That's right.
Are you trying to say PJ leaves you out, Vicky? I don't believe that one bit.
Are you trying to say I leave you out?
All the time.
You should shout it out more, PJ.
I should.
Yeah.
I should. Yo, Vicky!
Hey, Max65.
Imagine how Beth feels I never mention her.
That's why
she's always in there laughing.
She's outside pestering my neighbour for some tobacco.
Yeah, nice.
The hypothesis is that when you go far away, you start seeing that the Earth is actually curved. And so you test both hypotheses with that experiment, and then yes,
what experiment?
The flat Earth hypothesis is excluded, falsified.
He just contradicted himself. He says it's unfalsifiable, and now he said it's falsified. And he said experiment. What was your IV, DV, and observe. Yeah. What is your IV and DV, mate? What is your observed phenomena? What was the independent variable for that observed phenomena? There wasn't one. And this is supposed to be this intelligent scientist, correct? What's his name again? Did you guys hear what they said his name is?
Klaus. No. Ingo.
How can I bet you guys this guy is just a pseudoscientist, astrophysicist thing or whatever, or philosopher of science?
And you stop thinking about the flat, or one stops thinking about the flat Earth hypothesis and will only consider the round Earth hypothesis.
Regardless of globe or flat Earth, the horizon runs 360 degrees around us, which is impossible to do with a straight line unless you are at exactly zero elevation. The moment you go above that, the only way that you can have a horizon that goes around you is with a curved line. So even if the Earth is flat, the horizon has to be curving.
So let's just break down what this man has to say.
So you can look, for example, at the horizon. So you stand on Earth, it says at the ocean. The ocean looks...
Astrophysicist. See, guys? Told you. Pseudoscientist. Uh-oh. So not the guy you should be talking to about taking as your science, for your science acumen at all.
Flat. So you can bring up the hypothesis that the Earth is flat, and just from the observation which you have available, there is a viable hypothesis which you can't disprove.
So you can have an horizon on a flat Earth. So to all the people who say you can't have an horizon on a flat Earth, that the horizon proves the globe because there is a horizon, this guy disagrees with you. He's claiming you can have an horizon on a flat Earth.
But equally viable is the hypothesis that the Earth is round, and you just happen to see a flat horizon because that's what happens when you sit on a ball. And both hypotheses are explain that particular observation of a flat horizon.
But what about the claim that the Earth is round? Isn't that a final kind of
well, precisely, and so one needs to devise. So we have two hypotheses, and we can test these now. So the flat Earth hypothesis would tell you that if you go up in height, you take a balloon, or you go up on a high mountain, or to the top of a very tall mast of a ship, and you will see that the horizon just extends, and you can calculate how it would extend if it's completely flat, right? Or the other hypothesis.
So, if it's flat, the horizon will extend. The horizon will get further and further away.
Exactly, Rachie. Note that people can't moan, oh, on a flat Earth you wouldn't have a horizon. Yeah. Weird.
That is stupid. That's stupid.
Just responding to these in chat. Earth's so big. Wait, puncture chain.
If you get around the Earth in an hour, or from the ISS, what is it? Planet New Mexico.
I could pee round Earth.
Planet New Mexico. Yeah, man. Ridic.
When we go up in altitude, do we see the horizon getting further and further away? Yeah, we do, don't we?
Is that when you go far away, you start seeing that the Earth is actually curved. And so you test both hypotheses with that experiment.
So, on a globe, we don't see the horizon extend and get further and further away? So, does that mean the globe is debunked then? Because, according to you, the hypothesis for flat Earth would be the horizon extending, aka getting further and further away. But on a globe, apparently that wouldn't happen? Okay.
Then yes, the flat Earth hypothesis is excluded, falsified. And you stop thinking about the flat, or one stops thinking about the flat Earth hypothesis and will only consider the round Earth hypothesis.
But you just said the flat Earth hypothesis is that the horizon would extend.
Yep.
That the horizon would get further and further away with altitude, which is what we see in reality. But you didn't say the same thing for a globe. And yet you want to claim that the flat Earth hypothesis is debunked, when the hypothesis was that the horizon would extend,
Exactly.
and the horizon does extend.
Exactly. Oh. Yeah. But this guy's not one of the brightest guys in in the shape.
I didn't know
guys.
flat Earth was a hypothesis. I thought it was a reality.
Yeah,
It
weird,
is.
eh?
Observable and demonstrable, Neil.
Hey Neil, where have you been for the last few days anyway?
I know you just pop up like that, like that.
Turn up like
Pop up pirate. Doing, doing, doing. Sorry, Neil. Talking crap.
I've been working double and triple shifts,
Nice.
but I'm listening.
I know.
Well, when you pop up like that, all I think is remember Miss Scrooge, but those two
Oh, yeah.
those two old men, those ghosts.
Nice. Yeah.
They just pop out of nowhere.
And then your hypothesis for the globe is that we would see a curve. But Dave McKeegan debunks that. So,
Regardless of globe or flat Earth, the horizon runs 360 degrees around us, which is impossible to do with a straight line
Really?
unless you are at exactly zero elevation. The moment you go above that, the only way that you can have a horizon that goes around you is with a curved line. So even if the Earth is flat, the horizon has to be curving.
And based on
Even
this,
if the Earth is flat, the horizon has to be curved.
yeah, it's because it's
How the
optical.
hell does that make sense?
Because it's optical. Remember, I tried explaining with the radius.
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
This is one thing that's going to bring up an argument now. Mark Sargent. You guys saw what he said. Go in an airplane and then it takes a straight ruler and says, I'll leave flat Earth if it's showing curve. Correct?
Mm.
Totally showing Mark Sargent to be the fool as always.
set himself up for beauty, but
It's stupid. Why did he do that? But I mean,
but as much as I hate McToon, like you have to honor him on that argument.
yeah, but I mean, think of it.
I think they all want to leave flat Earth, Flatzoid. That's what it is. Just leave.
Yeah, but like
You don't
I'm
have to-
saying, Mark Sargent then doesn't understand how optics works, how field of view works.
I'll put it a different way, Neil. The top bollocks to make flat Earth look bad.
So yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's what they're doing. I don't know what's going on, but we better stay prepared and aware.
Well, that's it. Just guard your hearts, protect your minds. You know what I mean? Pray for it.
I mean, Matt Sargent's been a flat earther longer than me. If he doesn't know what's going off with Horizon and shit, there's something wrong with it.
exactly.
Of course. I mean, that's one of his first arguments. You know what I mean? Back in the day. I mean, why is he?
I'm glad it was Eric DeBay's 200 proofs and not Sargent's proofs that walked up.
Aye. I think it was that one for me as well, to be honest. I'd watched a few, but I think it was the 200.
And say what you want about Eric DeBay, like, but I trust him over Sargent.
I mean, not in his religious.
I mean, look at Matt Sargent. Let's all get people into debt. Let's make an advert for gambling. What a prick.
That's not good. That's not good.
Okay, so I got challenged by a Globie to talk about celestial navigation. I
Oh my
invited him to come on because he makes a claim that I don't know celestial navigation. Where is the guy?
Yeah.
They all say that.
I know. Can he be named?
But best thing about it, right? No bother were talking about it till Flat Earth brought it up, and now all of a sudden they're all sailors.
Look at this, guys.
I swear to God, I've got a comment on McToon saying he's a professional navigator.
I know, that's ridiculous, isn't it? No way.
What a peck.
Look at this. This is what he sent me. When are you doing a video with you showing how to use a sextant? Oh, that's right. You don't know how one works. So I said, well, tonight is our 4-hour special. Want to come and discuss it? Hope to see you there. Well, let's put it this way. All this guy has been doing is making excuses not to come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 hours is quite a big time slot. You could do plenty of stuff in that time. So there's no excuses, I think. I know there's no excuse at all, unless it's the bedtime. But you know what I mean. Tell me.
So yeah, we'll see if he shows up. If he shows up, then we can start talking about this. But it's simple. A sextant proves it's flat. The mechanics behind it, everything, how it's designed. If it doesn't have,
It doesn't. take curvature into consideration at all.
Nope. You see, the morons are so stupid. They don't understand that arm is the arc you're reading of a 360-degree circle, not the floor you're standing on. The floor you're standing on is horizontal.
I
That's how you get 90.
I would imagine it takes a bit of practice to be able to use one to get your angle. You know, rocking it and using your arm on bottom, but it's still just measuring angles.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it works off. Let me see if I can.
Just measuring angles.
Oh, angles. I thought it was angel.
It is if you go to L.
Angles.
Well, they do use holes angles for it, so.
No.
Okay. Let's see. See, my paint is updated, guys. Look how beautiful it looks.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
Okay. So. I'm going to see if I can draw it.
Maybe in one of these 4-hour specials, we could do a 1 hour.
Have you made it black, Flatzoid?
I didn't. My computer did an update and did it itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was going to say, maybe in one of the next 4-hour specials, we should do a 4-hour.
My paint's updated from my Windows 10 to 11, and now I can't even use it.
Yeah. We should do a 4-hour. Should do a 4-hour paint session on one of these next 4 hours.
I will be on a computer, like. I just got used to Paint, and then now I've upgraded to Windows 11. I can't use it.
Yeah, you got to get used to it now.
Yeah. Again.
Open. Okay. Okay, I can just look like it. Okay, this is the sextant, guys. What do you see happening here? I think this is very simple. You see this arc. Okay?
Yeah.
That is the arc you're measuring. This angle. This is the angle reading. Over that arm. The thing is, this mirror, it works with what we call the principle of a succession angle. So it's angles in succession.
It's like a double reflection thing.
Yeah, it's double reflection. So this arm with this mirror is what you move around on this arc. Okay, it usually goes to about 120 degrees. You get one to the 150 degrees or whatever. It makes a 60 degree this way, and then the arc closes the triangle that way. Okay, what are triangles? Yeah,
that's up for debate with Val, isn't it? Where a triangle is.
Yeah. So anyway, this angular reading here is your 60 nautical miles per degree, because that is what you're reading. But to get that angular reading, you need this mirror and that mirror to line up perfectly perpendicular with one another. Okay, angles in succession. So you go and point the sextant to the horizon. So that's why you bring the luminary down to the horizon and you make it kiss the horizon as you sway the sextant left and right to make sure that the bottom of the lip is touching the bottom of the horizon, so you know it is level. Okay, so that angular reading, once you've moved this index arm over the arc, is the arc reading from an angular measurement from a flat baseline, not the floor arc, the arc reading on the sextant itself. That is how a sextant works. You require a flat horizontal baseline. You require the luminary to be pulled down to touch this horizon, aka the surface of Earth, and you require the angles to be in succession over a arc reading, aka
and you rock it side to side to make sure that you've got vertical.
Exactly. So yeah, that's about it in very simple, quick terms.
And I would imagine, like, I don't own a section, but if I were using one, I would imagine it's awkward to do, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to get it perfectly horizontal, vertical, and get your measurement. And that would come with practice, I would imagine. Like, but this, you don't need to know all this to understand the theory behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It could be hard as well, no, because like people's arms are handshake, stuff like that. So to get it perfect, it's got to be a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like Michael said, a little bit hard.
That's they have a clock, don't they? When the rocket backwards and
Aye.
The rocket from side to side.
Aye.
And they're trying to get the sun's lowest limb level with horizon.
Of course.
It's got to kiss the horizon. It's got to kiss the horizon.
Yeah, kissing it, like, that's why they move it about.
And so you know that you're standing upright, straight.
You won't pick a section up and be able to do that instantly.
No, of course not.
But you don't need to know that to know the theory behind it. Like, you don't need to be able to drive a car to know how an engine works.
No, of course not.
Yeah, Rachie says pick a number between 5 and 10. 8. I'll pick 8. Hi, Forest Surfer. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming. I get this a lot. Oh, why don't you use a sextant? I don't require a sextant. I live in a bloody bush.
Oh. Yeah, but the very baller who's asking you if you've ever used a sextant hasn't used one either. You know.
I don't care if a person's used it or not. I know how Ferrari engine works. Do I own a Ferrari?
Exactly.
No.
That's my point, like, but like the very ballers who are telling you, have you got a section? Have you used one? They aren't either.
No, Rachie. 5 and 10 to get the stream longer. No, I'm just streaming 4 hours. I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. again. My daughter's ballet recital is tomorrow morning, and we gotta be there early. So I'm not even gonna get much sleep, to be honest.
Well, Richie was right earlier, weren't you? You aren't human.
Well, you agreed to do 5 hours.
Yeah, because they paid yesterday. They gave me super chats for 4 more hours, and I felt bad. It's okay tonight.
Not obligated, guys. Nice.
So yeah. Wow, what are we gonna do for 4 hours? We can carry on with the tune a bit.
Yeah, just talk about. We've got 3 hours to go. We've done well already. We've talked a load of crap already. I mean, it's the truth, but it's crap, you know. Oh, joking. It's all good. It's all good.
I would like Globus to show us where the people take Earth curve into account in construction. Oh, and I caught a troll lying again today. You know that gym
You're
guy?
joking, Clark. You never got a troll lying. Trolls don't lie.
No, what's that gym dude?
Jim Smith.
Jim Smith.
Jim Smith.
He I think it was beginning of the year. He told me he's a physicist. Okay.
Nice.
And guess what? He's apparently now for the last over 25 years or something, a carpenter.
Oh, carpenter.
So he can't make up his mind on what he is.
Swapper napper.
Yeah.
It's like that guy I were on about, and he was like, "You can't do my job." I said, "What's your job?" He went, "Mechanic."
He's a jack of all trades, master of nothing.
Exactly, Jeff. Exactly.
But they think they're master of all. Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually, I mean, like, they can argue what they want, right? But I've done a job where earth curvature would be involved, and that's railway. And sadly, it's not.
It's not. Exactly.
Really?
It's one of the things that show it's not curving. It's crazy. What's it? Wow, that died quickly.
What died?
The conversation.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? Sorry.
I still want to do a 24-hour stream, guys. But I was thinking the 24-hour stream would be watching paint dry.
Yeah.
How would that work? Just showing a wall, paint a wall, and just leave it there to watch the paint dry for 24 hours. And don't say anything. Just put a stream up. Watch me painting a wall on loop for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, do a stream, a 4-hour stream on just paint.
Wow.
I think it'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
Where to start? Someone mentioned an 8-hour show. Excellent. Thank you, Titlong, for a $2 super chat. Definitely not. I can't do an 8-hour show. I'll die. I am human, guys. Please. I got children. I also got children.
I'm a real boy.
Sorry, I'm feeling silly.
That's it.
Oh. Whew, she can fart. Sure. A dog can fart.
Television. That's correct, man.
We should have smell-o-vision.
You've got a tolerance for about 2-degree incline on railway. Other than that, and the train can't go up with it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you have cuttings and tunnels and.
The only curvature you got in the rail is left to right, really, isn't it?
You guys.
Yeah.
Richard G, thank you for being a member for 4 months, mate. He says, Flat, what's your best evidence you're human? I don't know. I live in a simulation, so.
Mrs. FZ.
Yeah, my wife. Definitely. No, I'm definitely human. Just like you saw tonight, I ducked up. I misspoke. So yeah, there we go. So I'm human. Hey, Stephanie Campbell, good to see you. Space Rocket Clowns.
I'd like to talk about Phil B's picture.
Phil B?
You know, where he points and says, "What's all that black stuff?"
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
I'd like to talk about that.
I think that's a great idea.
Because this is my view on it. Most gas molecules are at lower levels, and some excites that gas and it makes it look blue. And then when you get higher where there's less of them, it don't look blue. That is my version of it. But to say what is that black stuff and then claim that is space is stupid.
I just want to look for a nice one that's going to.
Well,
I think this one will work.
I was thinking about showing Terry Riker's video about it.
Oh, we can do that as well. Terry Riker did a good video. Yeah. But anyway, guys, yeah. Like I said, my presentation. I'm going to be doing my presentation hopefully tomorrow night on thermodynamics, how it should have been done by Professor Phil Bell.
Because, right, this is my point with it, right? Wherever the sun is not, it's black.
Yeah.
Where the sun is, it's blue.
It's blue.
There's a direct correlation between sun and blue sky.
It's simple, not hard at all. Nothing.
Yeah, it's excitation of the noble gases.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
I was going to say, if you want to show Terry Riker's video, I'll get you.
Yeah, how do you spell it now? Yeah, get it. Maybe can
I'll get
easier.
Get that one, baby.
But yeah, it's just the diffusion of the light through the gas. I mean, that's why it gets darker, because there's less gas for the light to be refracted through. It's very simple stuff.
Yeah, it is simple, but it's obviously begging question of space, isn't it? Like, it's like, what's this black stuff?
Yeah, but his argument is, ooh, it's on your, according to you guys, it's violating the second law of thermodynamics because it's supposed to be filling that space and it's not. Duh, that's the whole argument. You guys are violating the second law of thermodynamics. But he says in a closed system it should be. No, he doesn't get what systems is. On Earth.
A post-in element.
Awesome, thanks. PJ Cruikshank, thank you very much for gifting 5 memberships, mate. Wow, really, really appreciate it, mate. You rock.
Is that one lottery, PJ?
Yeah, what's going on?
I just feel a little bit generous.
No, you can stop now.
I'm stopping. I'm done. I'm done. I'm a miser. I do.
Yeah, spend it on Vicky. Take her out somewhere nice.
I do. Take it to the chip in on again.
The what?
The chip in.
No.
Fish and chip shop.
No.
Fish and chip shop.
No. You should get it all nice and dressed, and take her somewhere expensive. It's called the gas station.
Well, it's petrol station for us, but.
Yeah, but I say gas station for the Americans, but us it's just a petrol station.
No probs, bud. No probs, Diane. Yeah, I'm just starting saying no probs taking the daylight because they get spud because they got some memberships.
Yeah, but thanks very much. I really appreciate it, mate.
No problem, man.
Okay, let's watch Terry Riker's. The thing is, when it comes to the electromagnetic universe thing, I still say it's more plausible than this accelerating Earth thing.
Yep.
It's actually something I did believe in before.
I just think it shows good evidence to show you why it's sky is blue. That's why I wanted to share this.
Yeah, because of the noble gases and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I'm offering is the truth. Nothing more.
Interesting.
So it is interesting because that is the colours you see in the sky, and it makes sense that the sun would excite the gases in the sky and produce them colours.
Exactly. Like what I said, wet sun in, it's night.
Exactly. Makes sense. You know what I mean? Penny drops all the time.
But this is a rebuttal to Phil and his what's this black stuff.
What's this black stuff? Yeah, very professor-like argument. That what's this black stuff?
On a photograph, might I add?
Yeah.
If it were even a photograph, I don't even think that picture he shows is real, right? But there is that.
Other words. Now, as you can see here, the daylight and sunrise and sunset colors of neon, which is your sky blues, your yellows, and reds. Remember that, everyone. Sky blue, yellow, and reds. Look for them the next time you watch the sunset.
He's so bright. Sorry, how do you learn something from Professor Phil Bell when the guy's not teaching stuff? He says things like skydivers don't reach terminal velocity.
And like someone pointed out before, there's a movie called Terminal Velocity with Charlie Sheen. And
Exactly. Or how about when he tries to educate me on thermodynamics and tries to explain gases not having elastic collisions?
And when you look into terminal velocity, it's most like represented with skydivers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, though. I mean, I know a movie is not proof, but it makes you think, you know.
Yep, exactly. No, so Professor Phil Bell, I still
He's
think
a liar.
he's not a professor. Hence why he doesn't want to give his credentials.
He's either worst professor ever born, or he's a bullshitter.
Yeah.
Well, better both, maybe.
I have to go with the latter.
Yeah,
Well, the
bullshitter,
thing is,
me
I
too.
know where he educates, and it's a secondary school, guys. Definitely not a professor, but I'm not going to dox the guy and give it away.
Like you say, it's got to be a university to be a professor, isn't it? Like Ricky said the other day.
But yeah, he teaches at a secondary school for dropouts.
Phil thinks he used to control satellites.
Yeah.
What a laugh.
That's bullshit, man.
Well, I don't think there's much of Indians sending satellites where he's at, guys.
I quote Phil Bell: "No self-respecting Indian person is a flat earther."
We know how many.
I'm half Indian, mate. See you later.
But we know there's so many. How about Arthur?
Yeah.
Arthur, yeah, he's also brilliant.
The guy opens his mouth and doesn't even think.
Night and Milky Way, shining down upon the ground.
In My Room presents Moon in My Room. See the moon come to life in your own room with brilliant moonlight and authentic detail.
Ooh.
Activate it with the remote control and see a different lunar phase each time you touch the button. Choose from 12 different phases of the moon: crescent moon, half moon, full moon, you decide. Or choose the automatic function and watch the moon shift through all the lunar phases on its own. Look outside each night to see what type of moon it is. Then match your moon to the one out in the night sky. It's also an amazing nightlight with auto shut-off for bedtime.
Yeah, where's your son in your bedroom?
Oh, yeah.
Gives off her own light. Yes, you heard me correctly. The moon gives off her own light and does not reflect the light of the sun, as science falsely so-called claims.
Now, just as you've seen with the moon in my room light, there is no light reflecting off this object. It has its own light, just like the moon has her own light. And she is the same size as the sun. As we look into Enoch here, chapter 72, verse 37, as he rises, so he sets and decreases not, and rests not, but runs day and night, and his light is sevenfold brighter than that of the moon. But as regards size, they are both equal. Let me zoom that in where you can see it. Okay,
Right.
now let's go over here to chapter
See,
7.
the only problem with showing stuff like this is a lot of people are atheists and whatever, so they don't believe in scripture and all that. So they just can say, "Oh, you using a fantasy book now to make your proof?" Yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny how these fantasy books match reality, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we got Gary Wabenga right in.
And the people who deny scriptures are the ones who are pissed drunk on indoctrination.
Hey, Two Wolves, good to see you, mate. And Sea Lightning, hello. And Aaron's in. Yeah.
78.
Sorry?
Okay, Gary Wabenga's whooped in the panel as well.
Ooh, Gary, how's it going?
Hey, Gary.
Yo, Gary. He's got a poor signal at the minute.
It's good to have Gary in.
Yo.
I like Gary, mate.
Gary is ace.
Gary pisses balls off.
Big time.
Hey guys.
Hey, the nice thing I like about Gary is we speak the same language. We speak in perspective terms. How's it going, Gary?
Hey, I made McToon rage quit.
Again?
It was on one of the Discord channels, but it was live on his channel.
Oh.
And he got pissed off and muted me within like 3 minutes.
But he doesn't like you much.
No, so I keep putting little comments like on his Facebook saying
I don't like McToon, so it's all good, isn't it?
That's right.
It's funny. I almost got FTFE to rage quit on one of the other Discords like the previous night. He was threatening to leave the channel unless they muted me. I thought it was funny.
Gary, mate, keep doing what you're doing, mate.
Exactly.
And I wasn't really being an asshole either. I was just literally you know how they talk over you. I was just doing it right back, and so then of course they just claim that I'm the only one talking over anybody.
Well,
so.
Gary, when do you think they're ever gonna get what parallax is?
They're never gonna get it. You know what? Those two make a lot of money off YouTube. They get a lot of super chats, which is fine. But it's like they're never gonna change their mind.
Nah, they will never.
The truth offends them, Gary. The truth offends them. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, right here, my cat. This cat's a talker. Oh, I was going to say a minute ago because I was listening. I might have been behind where you're at now, but when you were talking about, you were playing that video with the noble gases and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's exactly what's going on. Like when we see, the globies at sunrise and sunsets will say, "Oh, look, the sun's shining underneath the clouds." Well, the clouds are always red, right?
Yeah.
Now, I would think if the sun was shining directly under the clouds, it would be more of a bright light, not a red light. So I think it's just the gases and the distance, because the red lights are the first ones to arrive, right? The red, what's the term for it? Spectrum, and it would be the last to leave, right?
Right.
And so, have you ever taken a flashlight like at night and you just put it up against your hand and you can see your hand's all red? I think it's the same effects. I think it's just
it's like I said, Gary, when Phil Bell says, when you go up high, how come you see this black? Well, most air we breathe is low, in it. Like,
yeah,
like when you go up Mount Everest, there's not much air, and you go higher than that, there's not. So sun's not exciting that gas.
That's what I'm saying.
Lower altitude.
It just makes sense that the sun, as it passes, excites the gas and makes them colours. Do you know what I mean? It produces those colours, because that's what you always see. It just, like I say, it makes sense. The penny drops every time.
Yes. And we don't see the red clouds all day. It's just sunset and sunrise. During the day, the sun's more direct, so we get all the spectrums.
Why do I see red clouds, right? Sunset's in west and still see red clouds over in east.
I'll tell you what doesn't make
How is
sense.
that possible?
Well, because it's the farthest reaching light, so it's the last to receive.
But it can only happen if it's a flat plane, can't it?
Oh, yeah, no, I agree.
Light, yeah? It can't happen on a globe.
Yeah. So, anyhow, it's just kind of funny. Those guys are hilarious. They're getting worse.
Oh yeah,
I think they're getting worse. Like
because the mental gymnastics they have to do for their to get their theories to work. It must puggle their minds. It must do.
I think it does.
yeah, they are asleep at night, aren't they? Wiggling about.
So they just start yelling at you, calling you names, calling you a liar, and anything to distract from whatever you had just said. You know, it's like divert.
They show it in comments on your videos with trolling and that. The things they say aren't even relevant to what you're talking about. You know.
Oh yeah.
Shows how pathetic they are.
Yeah. I used to delete all the bad comments, and then I thought, you know what? I'll just leave them there, but I'm just not going to respond. I don't care if somebody reads them.
You know how they?
I delete stock accounts. I must admit, like.
Well, Gary, have you realized how pissed off they get when you don't answer them? They start talking. They start creating more stock accounts to answer themselves, so they can hold each other's hands to moan that we don't answer them.
Yeah, but I piss them off more though when I call them a moron and then delete them. So they can't even respond to me.
That's right. That's
the last thing there is a flat earther calling them a name.
Or what I'm getting every day now is, am I banned? Can you read my comment? And all I do is I can read your comment and I don't answer again. It's like,
yeah, I actually don't even answer those. That way they just they sit there and make another stock account.
It was like Phil Bell last week. I'm a blocked, but 10 minutes earlier he commented with his own channel, and then he come in a soccer account and we're claiming he was blocked.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. They love saying I'm banning them while I'm sleeping. It's like, don't you guys even check the time zones? It's like making claims that 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning while I'm in bed, I'm banning you, and you have
you're running away while you're asleep.
Yeah, I'm very good. I'm not human, remember?
Yeah. It must be the kids getting up at night playing with the computer and that, just going.
all them comments tell me, Flatzoid, is they don't sleep.
They're obsessed. They're obsessed with this channel. For some odd reason, they're very obsessed with Flat Earth.
Yeah. The anti-flat Earth, they're totally obsessed. It must
Charlie Welch.
Right, if Flat Earth is so stupid and they don't believe it, why are they here?
Yeah,
Charlie Welch. He's in your chat right now. He's in every chat, anytime, day or night that you look in. Yeah. He's there.
You don't see me in Fight the Flat Earth chats. You don't see me in McTone's chats. Exactly. I'm not interested in Globe. It doesn't offer me nothing. You'll not see me there.
No.
Oh, you'll see me there, but they delete my comment almost immediately and time me out for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I wait. I turn to something else, set a timer for like 10 minutes, and I come back and put one more comment.
I even asked you. The other week, didn't I, Gary? When you come on mine, why do you go to their chats? Like, I don't see why you do.
I like to argue with them, and I think I learn their system, and then I learn where they're wrong. You know, it's like, I think sometimes just listening to the Flat Earth, we just hear what we already know about us. But I think there's enough of us now that know what they're saying, where like you guys do a good job of explaining what the bullshit they're telling, and so a person can pick it all up from even just a channel like yours right now. So, but I don't know. It's the argumentative part of me.
I just want to say thank you, Peaceful Warrior, for your £2 super chat. 4 hours of truth. Who wouldn't want that? McFraction. McFractoon. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I see Nathan did a part 2 of the of that chat today, that debate.
Yeah, I listened to that.
I haven't watched part 2 yet, so.
Yeah, it's on first thing in the morning for me when I'm just getting to work, so it's what I listen to first thing.
Because I'm always at work when FED's on, so I download it in the night so I can listen to it the next day while I'm at work. And that's my days with FED.
I mean, for me, Patrick killed McTone, but Patrick's not somebody who's always hanging around. I mean, he obviously follows Nathan.
Yeah, but he had him right in the beginning, Michael. Mm-hmm. He had him right in the beginning. He could have nailed him.
Yeah.
There's a few things. Patrick,
it's not like, obviously don't watch Nathan every day. He's not in chat. He's not arguing ballers every day, and he did a good job, Neil. Like,
he did a good job, but there's a few things.
No, I agree.
guy, Flatzoid.
But yeah, there's a few things he could have caught him out on. You see that, but that's also where his style is different. But his style's very similar to mine, though. We let them talk, and let them put themselves in a hole. But where I'm different, though, is when I get to a point where I'm like, okay, no, this is bullshit. You're obfuscating. He doesn't call him out in obfuscation. I try and get them back to the original point of the claim they made. And that's the only criticism I have with him that I think he should have done, is got him back to the claim McToon made in the beginning.
But what I will also say, though, when you're not in a debate with somebody, it's easy to pick faults with somebody who's debating. You know, when you're watching it from outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're actually in that debate and you go in real time, you know,
I even do that to myself.
You might always working full barrel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I even do that to myself sometimes if I'll listen back or something to a show I was on for a little bit, and I'm like, why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say that? You know, it's like, doggone it, I had my chance, you know. So
I always jumble up like that. Don't say the right words at the right time.
Yep. And God forbid you make one little mistake in how you said something. You'll get someone like Charlie who's in your chat. he'll straw man it and make it something completely different than what you actually said. You know, and then it gets carried on.
How dare you be human? Oh yeah, I wanted to show some Simon Dan tonight. Can you believe it?
I can't stand watching that guy.
I can't believe I actually agreed with him for once.
I can't believe I live in the same country as him, Gary.
Can you believe it?
I feel sorry for you.
The Flatzoid.
I feel sorry for me, I know.
The Flatzoid actually agreed on some points from Simon Dan. For once. You guys, have you watched his latest? Obviously not.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's things that he did get wrong, like usual.
Who's he praying to?
I know.
He's praying for his gullible audience.
Please help me.
He's praying for his gullible audience to just accept everything he says with all his na'ahs, just see it as a rebuttal.
He's praying no one notices the toys in the background.
Or how many cuts he makes. He jump cuts constantly.
Yeah. But listen to this. He's addressing Dell's accelerating Slinky Earth, guys. Oh yeah, that's also one thing I want to do tomorrow. The swing ball Earth from Dell. That's my next rebuttal. Shame.
Scottish.
Yeah, it's swing ball Earth.
Can of paint on a piece of string.
What?
Flat Earther that runs the channel Beyond the Imaginary Curve. Now, he used to feature quite a lot on this channel, but over the years he's faded from the forefront of Flat Earth YouTube content creation, and he is certainly not a fan of me.
Without further ado, he's got such a glacial look in him. He's just a snivelling little cretin. I would love to know the real history of this guy, because there's something that's just not quite right with him.
Why is that? But I've realised that's Dell's approach to everybody he doesn't agree with, though. You're just a retard. There's something wrong with this guy.
But he is right. He is right. Simon
You don't agree with me, so he's not canny, man.
You're a wee.
I guess.
But yeah, I think Time Eden does trigger people, though. Because he never has anything but nah.
And physics says so.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to.
If people do enough digging, they're going to find something on them.
However, Dell is still active, and recently he posted a video about a Slinky spring with some hilarious commentary.
Hilarious commentary, you say?
Aye. Sci-fi Daniel.
Sam, Flatzoid agree with Simon Dan.
Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Flat Earth Friday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin today, a quick note on the Flat Earth Friday Supercuts. Now I've started starting way back. So that's 12 episodes.
Okay.
I'll put the link in the description for both. Drink the nostalgia in. So, back to Del and his Slinky spring. Now he's with his friend and I think he thinks he's about to break physics. Let's find out how it goes.
Wow.
Right, so we've got a wee test with the Slinky here, the spring. Before we get to that, I've just got a couple of things we want to say in regards to the last video, which is again as predicted with the water and no displacement of the liquid and the gas. We've got people coming in and asking for special pleading circumstances, like a magic acceleration that accelerates the bottle, the gas and the liquid all at the same time. There would have to be some sort of tractor beam. If I use their language, this tractor beam would have to attach to every molecule of every component and accelerate it at the same rate, which is absolutely ridiculous. But it was predicted that...
Sorry?
That's gravity, yeah?
Gravity.
Gravity, that's gravity. Sometimes you might teach a haggis with some gravity.
You see, the thing is, it's measured to say things accelerate to the ground. We actually literally observe it, we can measure it. But things go up as well. Things don't just go down, things also go up.
The downward bias is the...
Yeah, there's no downward bias. Things do go up. Yeah, exactly. But now, the issue I have with this whole thing is Dal is making a claim that, like, gravity... when let's say we talk about RDD, it's like we're saying globe rhetoric of gravity. No, gravity's bullshit. It's a made up fantasy. We've never said it does. The equivalence principle is globe rhetoric. It's literally globe rhetoric. It's general relativity. They push it.
Yeah. You can find channels on YouTube where they're telling you that ground's moving up and they're talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I made a video where they're talking about that.
Like Del thinks he's found something new. No, you aren't, Del.
Yeah. But yeah, Rachie, that's what Simon does a lot. Nah. Simon Dan is not scientific. He's just literally nah, man. He might as well just put a shirt on that says nah, and every time someone brings up an argument, he can just show his shirt.
It's just done. There's no sigh.
Yeah. But
he is a sigh, but
science fiction, Daniel. What's it, man?
But like I said, there's a few things that he says in here that I do agree with Simon Dan, though, which is sad. I never thought I'd hear that. I never thought I'd ever say that in my life.
Well.
But yeah, not everything I agree with, guys.
We'll come back with that.
So I realise that probably doesn't make much sense. So let's have a look at the video he's talking about in question here, which was the video he released before this one.
Okay, so this is just to clarify.
It's a bottle of water.
And highlight the actual point is here. Okay, I'm going to try and make it as simple as I can for you. So whether you claim electrostatics, gravity, magnetism or density as being the cause of the downward vector, and objects appearing to fall towards the earth.
1 minute. What Del named after his computer?
Don't know. Mr. Macintosh.
And every one of these claims are claiming that when I let go of this bottle, it's the bottle and its contents that are going towards the earth, which implies that there's an acceleration at play.
Yes, Del, a measured one at 9.8 meters per second squared. A demonstrable acceleration.
There we go. That's one thing I agreed with him on. Correct? We can measure this acceleration, correct?
Yeah, it's measured.
Observed, measured. So
that's
what?
Right. Bowlers always think they have upper hand with it, because it's measured.
Yeah, but that's the thing with the globers. They need, as Del says, this tractor beam magic force. Gravity is not a force, so they can't claim this. Okay, so gravity's out of the picture. what we do observe in reality, most things do accelerate to the ground. It's observed, it's measured. So therefore, the burden's not on us to show that things accelerate to the ground. It's observed. The burden is on Dell to say it's not the bottle accelerating to ground, it's the Earth rising up to meet the bottle.
Yep. And good luck proving that, mate.
Mm-hmm.
All you have is a belief.
None of it is observed. It's just guesswork. It's ridiculous.
Just a belief.
Rachie, equivalence principle, she says equivalence principle isn't general relativity though. General relativity is bendy space-time, objects traveling along geodesics. It's the same thing, Rachie.
Yeah.
Let me see. There's a video I think I want to show.
There's loads of videos talking about it. Here's a good one. That is it called Dialect?
Yeah, that's the one I want to bring up. Dialect. He did a brilliant one on time dilation recently. Oh
man,
it was brilliant.
What it dialect? So we're talking about something to do with floating squirrels or something.
Yeah, where he says it's fake.
Put it in. Wow. Rich, if you don't think this
Upgrade
is
your
metric, I'm sorry. Crazy.
This guy's really good.
This is why Flat Earth Society pushes it, because it's globe metric.
It's stupid. It's not even a good idea. Causes more problems than the globe.
This means that nowhere do gravitational fields actually exist, and that gravity, in its Newtonian conception, is entirely a fiction. At the surface of the Earth, then, nothing truly ever falls. Rather, the ground, the trees, the buildings, and the sky itself are continually accelerating upwards at 9.8 meters per second squared towards anything. There is one important fact left to mention, and it's that only uniform gravitational fields can be made to wholly vanish using the switch method. And though a gravitational field like what you see at the surface of the Earth is very nearly uniform, there is a slight decrease in the strength of the field as we go higher up, as well as a slight radially inwards rotation of the field direction as we move laterally outwards. So for our observer who steps off the building roof, what actually vanishes for them is...
Hey JK, good to see you, mate. But I mean, what do we observe, guys? We observe like the monkey would be the one falling here.
Yep.
Yeah, they claiming no, the ground's moving up, just like general relativity claims. That's what we say. It's not observed. The equivalence principle is just that. It's a principle by taking you out of a reference frame and saying, what if I postulate it to be this reference frame? It's not observed. It's an affirming the question, begging the question, affirming the consequent fallacy. That's all it is.
The uniform component of this field. Now, for every point of the observed gravitational field, there's a vector corresponding to the strength and direction of the field there. The component which vanishes, then, is precisely the one corresponding to the vector at the center of the free-falling observer. To find what remains of the true gravitational force, then, we must subtract this vector everywhere from the field. Doing this,
so no gravity then cancels out.
Towards the top of the frame, where the field is weaker, we'll find a small upwards pointing force left over. Doing it towards the bottom of the frame, where the field is stronger, leaves a small downwards pointing force left over. Lastly, towards either side, we'll find small inwards directed forces left over. These are the tidal forces, or real gravity. We can't make a traditional force...
Rachie says this guy doesn't understand general relativity, obviously. Great rebuttal. No, I've been watching a lot of his stuff. He definitely does.
They this is, they all push it.
Hey, Flat Sabbath, good to see you, mate.
Yeah.
Even he says it, that Veritasium guy. Like,
yeah, Veritasium
it is a bold claim, like, Rachel, you need to understand you are pushing a baller's claim. And Flat Earth Society as well.
I mean, we've showed this so many times.
Sideways globals.
But I love those rebuttals though. It's usually they don't understand or something.
Yeah.
I want to get to. There we go.
I know me that's claiming that the Earth's accelerating.
Same thing with Earth's gravity. At the moment, there's no gravitational force acting on you. Because gravity is not a force. There's a force acting on you from the ground, which is the reason why you are not freely falling into the center of Earth. Since there's a force acting on you, you are accelerated. You're at rest relative to the surface of Earth. And you're accelerating at the same rate as the surface of Earth. The relative velocity is 0. Flat earthers actually have this part right. What does it mean that gravity is not a force? It means that if you fall in a gravitational field, you are not accelerated because there's no force acting on you.
You know, I don't know who's claiming that the Earth's accelerating, because it's certainly not me that's claiming that the Earth's accelerating.
That's Rachel.
Is because they're not
falling. You know, I don't know who's claiming.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I had to say that.
That the Earth's accelerating, because it's certainly not me that's claiming that the Earth's accelerating.
You are accelerating, and there is no gravitational field. Gravitational fields do not exist. Gravity is not a force. You have no weight, so the only force on you are these normal forces pushing you up.
You know, I don't know who's claiming that the Earth's accelerating, because it's certainly not me that's claiming that the Earth's accelerating.
So you are accelerating upwards, but I'm not moving up. Relative to what? I mean, relative to the flip chart and the floor and basically everything in this room. But all of those things are in your frame of reference, which you know is not inertial. Relative to everything in my rocket ship, I'm not accelerating.
According to flat earth theory, gravity does not exist. Instead, they believe in a universal acceleration, believing that all celestial bodies are accelerating upward at a rate of 9.8 meters per second squared.
No,
it's not attached to Earth.
You are a fucking moron, son. It's pointless even trying to dialogue with you. You're an absolute fucking moron.
Flats, I wouldn't take that shit from him. He's a freaking arsehole. He's an arsehole. I wouldn't take that crap from him. He's a knob, mate. An absolute knob.
You know what, Dal? I was actually hoping you would be more of a man, but since all you're doing this whole thing is going on projecting.
Because I'm calling a spade, you're more of a man than me. Fuck off, you weak little beta male. Get to fuck. Fuck off.
Dafty. Absolute dafty. He's a prick.
Total gibberish.
Dal, all I've done this whole time is try and explain to you the mechanisms why RDD works, which keeps with real physics. You making up pseudoscience, flat Earth society bullshit, which I just debunked using a hot air balloon. Yeah, pseudoscience. That accelerating up Earth is exactly what you just claimed. That's so flat Earth society, Dal.
Oh dear! Please stop, Flatzoid, because you're fucking ruining this whole thing, man. Honestly.
Yeah, we're ruining it for you. I guess that I just had to show that who gets triggered.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Thank you, Tony Whitcomb, for your £20 super chat. Really appreciate it.
I got triggered more. I left.
I know,
yeah, but I mean, did I lose my cool once when he was on there?
Not once.
No, I spoke to him normal, tried to explain to him why he's wrong. And when I explained it to him, he gets triggered and starts calling me a moron and retarded, and he ended up getting triggered and left. But then he has the streams, keeps saying everybody else doesn't want to talk to him because you're all cowards and we get triggered, and yeah, projection. Anyway, yeah, you guys push up the accelerating Earth, which is globe rhetoric. Exactly, globe rhetoric, flat Earth society. That's it. So anyway, £2 super chat from Tony Whitcomb. Thank you very much. A simple dandelion lying on the floor can get whipped up straight up without propellers or anything other than air to lift it up, or up defying any force that is supposed to be gravitational pull. Exactly. Gravity doesn't exist, so it can't pull anything. So
can I just say to Rachel, like, does it not worry you when globes are backing you? Does that not worry you?
Pushing exactly the same thing, yeah. That would bother me.
It was exactly the same, Rachel, when you were talking about Coriolis and all ballers were agreeing with you, and you were wrong about Coriolis, provably, and they were all backing you up. And now you're talking about this upward moving Earth, and they're all backing you up, and you don't realise you're wrong.
The fact that a globe was backing you up, you should realise that there's something wrong.
If a baller agrees with you, you know you're wrong.
Exactly.
And then I'm just going to say thank you, Peaceful Warrior, for your £5 super chat, mate. He says, another 4-hour activity explaining everything isn't travelling up. Wow. It'll be a long stream. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You guys rock. You guys really, really rock. Thanks. But yeah, the point of the whole thing is the Earth is demonstrably observed to be stationary, okay? We can see this by measuring things accelerating either away from the ground or towards the ground. It's measured, it's observed. The claim, however, is that it doesn't. It's the ground moving up to the object. That is the claim. That's the special pleading. Not on us, on the person making the claim that the Earth is accelerating. So I'm going to go against it because that's not what we observe. Just like I'm against the globers with gravity, I'm against Dal and his constant moving Earth, which is the same rhetoric. He's pushing just gravity with a flat Earth t-shirt on.
Rachel, it is a ball claim. They're just too stupid to realise implications it has on the ball.
So yeah. Exactly, Owen. It's relativity. But let's carry on with Simon Dan's video.
Okay, that's what they're claiming. Electrostatics, magnetism, gravity, or density.
Well, for the rest of us, we know it's gravity, but yes, continue.
They're all claiming.
See again, no, it's not gravity.
He knows it though. He knows it.
He just
you
knows
gotta
it.
love Dan, aren't you? His hand waves.
But
no proof. He just knows it.
yeah, sorry. What's gravity? What's gravity?
A man-made concept.
No. Let's ask Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, what is gravity? Let's see what the beloved astrophysicist has to say.
We can describe what it does, but we don't know. As for what it is, we don't know.
Type gravity, we can say what it does is Star Talk.
Okay, music's over.
What is gravity?
We have no idea. Okay, next question.
Yeah. So again, ballers, what is gravity?
Wow.
No, here's the difference. We can describe gravity.
Sorry?
I said you have no idea.
No idea, exactly.
Richie, how can there be maths for Coriolis when it's an optical illusion?
Because mathematics works always.
This is what I'm going to say to you, Richie. You spend too much time listening to idiots. I'm sorry, but that is the truth.
You see, there's a difference between Coriolis effect and Coriolis force. And for Coriolis force to take place, that ball has to be on the roundabout. So in other words, it has centrifugal force because it's on the roundabout. Now the effect.
We went through this Flatzoid. She doesn't realise the difference between Coriolis and Globiolis because she spends too much time listening to Globus telling her what it is.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to explain, Coriolis force is not Coriolis effect. It's two different things. The Coriolis force is explained as the ball on the roundabout. It's attached to it, so it's on the same reference frame. Therefore,
rolling.
Yeah, it's rolling. It's physically having
Physically
friction.
curving.
Yes, it's
Physically curving.
That's Coriolis force because of the roundabout moving it. It's attached to it. Now, Coriolis effect has a separate reference frame, the inertial reference frame, where the ball only appears to deviate, but it's taking a straight path, as you, on the rotating non-inertial reference frame, is moving underneath it. Two different things. Globers don't seem to understand there's a difference between Coriolis effect and Coriolis force. Very simple.
We can say what it does to other things. We can...
Exactly, Owen. Coriolis force is not a force, but you can think of it as a force. It's fictitious, guys.
We can measure it, predict with it. But when you start asking, like, what it is, I don't know.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'm just gonna talk on my joint. I don't give a shit.
Wow, awesome, Lawson. Gifted 10 memberships. Wow, hectic. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you very, very much. Really, really appreciate it. You rock. Thank you very much. It's good to see you. Again,
just
guys.
me.
All of
Just
you.
me.
Yeah.
You have to make more room at the top of the screen for loads of names. That's all it is.
But thank you very
Well,
much.
for Flatzoid.
That's the one. No, it's good. It's been a good show, man, and people have been generous as well. It's fantastic.
But yeah, guys, please, if you haven't already, hit the likes and share the show. It does help to get it to a wider audience. You see, the thing is, it's correlation based, Rachie. That's what we're trying to explain to you guys with the accelerating Earth. It's correlative. It's not causative. So you're just begging the question. It's as good as a globey. And
I'm gonna I'm gonna square this up. This is exactly what it's same as, right? Phil Bell pointing to that black stuff on that picture and saying it's space. That's exactly what you're doing, Rachel.
Exactly.
Exactly what you're doing.
I mean, it's just as good as the globers, where they're claiming gravity based on correlation. They see things accelerate to the ground, so therefore it has to be the force of gravity doing this, you know? So it's correlative. Because they observe it, so they make a reason it has to be gravity. Now, you guys are doing the same with your accelerating Earth. I can accelerate a bottle in a car, so therefore the Earth is accelerating. You're just affirming the consequence based on your correlative bias. You're begging the question.
That there's something that's making this go towards the Earth. Okay? My problem is that in every example of acceleration, right, regardless of whether you use it centrifugal, where you spin it, you get a movement of the water displacing from the air to the outer reaches in a rotation, or if I move it linearly and I accelerate it in any direction at all, you get a push of the liquid towards the back.
At Grammarly.
Yeah, and this is what I was trying to explain to you guys as well. Yeah, when you accelerate it like that, you get the lateral. But look what it's staying still here. What's happening? Which way is the water pointing, guys? Down to the bottom, correct? So there's already a force present there. Okay? So as soon as they now putting it sideways and pushing the bottle to the side, it still has a vector downwards while it's having a vector sideways. Now, if you want to make that vertical, you got no vector going sideways anymore, so it's a false equivalence because you have a vector less. But yeah, they don't seem to get this. That's why I try to explain with the duck and the spring and stuff. They have different amounts of force present. Dal is a certified theoretical physicist. Thank you, awesome.
Just satisfied. Just satisfied.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachie. Be right back. Going to share the show. And tip of the day. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Oops, yeah, I'm going to mute it.
Of the acceleration every single time, 100% of the time. That's a fact, right?
That's called inertia, Del. You, Del, are accelerating the bottle in this instance, and the contents inside it continue at that rate until something stops it, which in this case is the bottle itself.
Congratulations, I actually agreed with him again.
Absolutely. Me too.
That's how we're trying to explain to them, yeah. Conservation of momentum.
I can't believe I actually agreed with Sci-Fi Daniel.
Yeah, it's weird.
People, when you let the bottle go, there is no displacement. The water stays exactly where it is. If this was being accelerated downwards, then the water would move towards the top and the air would move towards the bottom. That's what happens.
No, that's called a straw man, Dal. Correct? That's a straw man, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, can anybody show us where anybody has claimed, based on relative density disequilibrium, that they should still displace while the bottle's accelerating towards the ground? You know what I find odd about this? I've said it's a straw man so many times. Not one of them have even tried to address it. They literally just ignore that it's a straw man. Correct?
Yeah.
So, when is someone going to actually address it? When has anybody claimed that there should be displacement while it's all accelerating at the same rate?
When are they going to prove Earth moving up? That's what I want to know, because I've not seen any evidence yet.
They can't prove it because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Because it don't, like, but when are we going to see proof for it, like? Because I ain't seen any.
Oh, look, we got another Deltard in, JC23. There's no such thing as equal acceleration. That's globatoric. Oh, really? Then why, when everything falls with the bottle, it's all accelerating inside the bottle at the same rate, measured, JC? Really? This is why I say these guys are just retarded. The whole bottle, with the water and its contents, are measurably accelerating at the same rate. And you come and say there's no such thing as equal acceleration. Do you even have eyes?
Wow.
Really?
Speaking figures, by the way.
SA man, did anyone notice McClown conceded nautical miles in the planar calculation in the debate? Did we get that far though?
Probably not.
I don't think we got that far.
Of acceleration with liquids and gas.
Oh, you mean like this bottle here in free fall around the Earth? Yeah, that is what happens.
Yes, Sci-Fi Daniel. Yes.
When you drop a bottle from a few meters, you're not going to see that because you haven't got enough time to actually see it.
It's not a solid. Yeah?
I would agree with that as well, though.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping it a couple of meters in, same as dropping it 1,000 meters.
But that's why I said, if you guys really want to test your claims out, figure out to drop something that can reach terminal velocity and see if it's still going to displace or not. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Jump out of an airplane.
Yeah. Because
no, but all I've heard him say is, well, a plane doing vomit comment, that's good enough. Is that not high enough? But it's like, no, because it's only falling for about 3 seconds.
20. I think that's 20 seconds. I think max.
Well, it might be 20 seconds. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But it
it's
doesn't
not falling long enough, is it? In a vomit comment, it's not falling like it would be to the ground.
Yeah, but like I was saying, it doesn't reach terminal velocity.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not falling to the ground, is it? It's falling for 20 seconds and then it's over.
And who you calling moron? Did you see?
He's just projecting his idiocy. Don't worry.
Another Delta.
Yeah, he's a Delta that comes in here a lot to troll and spew his cult nonsense to us. Anyway, JC, pay attention quickly. This bottle, okay, sitting static here, away from the ground, okay? It's displacing. Now, love you. When it accelerates downwards, which we observe, it accelerates at the same rate. So the water, the ball, the air inside is still moving in all directions, but it's forced to move with the bottle, and the whole bottle accelerates down at the same rate. That would be 9.8 meters per second, okay? Correct?
Yeah.
Now,
JC 23. Sometimes you have to agree with ballers because they're right, mate. Not everything is bullshit that Globe claims like.
Okay. Now, that's why it doesn't displace when it's accelerating, because it's all accelerating at the same rate. The problem is you guys claim the Earth is rising to meet that bottle. So, if the bottle reaches terminal velocity, that would be TV, guys, terminal velocity, will it still displace then? Or will it show no displacement? You know what the issue is here? It's going to show displacement again. So, as soon as it shows displacement again, your Earth is still rising towards the bottle that is still going to meet the ground. Okay?
Can I? I've got to jump in here a minute. Rachel, don't be cherry picking scriptures against Paula.
No, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. You look twisted up.
You don't believe Bible, Rachel. If you believe Bible, you know Earth weren't moving for a start. So don't be quoting scriptures, cherry picking them against people
you
who
have
are
to take
actual believers.
You have to take
That is a
context.
joke.
I mean, how many times have we shown on this channel where people come and quote scripture and they don't understand the context? So we go to the actual scripture and we show them the context, and it totally demolishes their argument because the people don't read it in context. They just try to cherry pick one little thing.
That's it. That's it.
No person who's claiming Earth's moving can even claim scripture. I'm sorry, but I can't.
JC23, I know how accelerometer works, mate. The point is that according to your guys' claim, the Earth is rising to the bottle, and that's the reason we don't see displacement, okay? Because it has no force acting on it. It's in quote-unquote 0G. So, the question is, if that bottle reaches terminal velocity, will it show displacement again or no displacement? That would debunk your accelerating Earth, which you claim causes the density layering. So, this is a call out and challenge to all daltards out there. If you claim an accelerating Earth, get yourself a bottle or something, make it cone shaped, it doesn't matter, just so it can fall through the air easier. Okay, so it doesn't flip or whatever, and let it reach terminal velocity and see if it will keep your claim that it will not say set out to the density ratios, or it will. Because this demonstration, yes, not experiment, demonstration will show once and for all that it is either Earth moving up to meet it, which causes this, or it is not Earth moving up to meet it, which doesn't cause it.
I'm guessing a lot.
And the burden is on you guys, because you guys claim it's the Earth rising to meet it. So you guys are so steadfast on demonstrating your accelerating Earth. I just given you the stepping stones to demonstrate it, to prove it or not. Okay, Dell. Prove it. I've just given you the stepping stones to prove your nonsense.
Was that, and the water was now solid, and I done it, then everything would remain in place. But it's gas and it's liquid. This is how they behave. Okay? These people who are promoting the idea that this is being accelerated down are promoting an idea which is no observed to us. It's no something we can demonstrate. There is no accelerative way or force that I can, accelerate the bottle, the gas and the liquid all at the same rate with no displacement occurring.
So as you can see, this was the video that Dell was referring to at the beginning of his Slinky one. Unfortunately, Dell doesn't understand the physics or know that gravitational acceleration is entirely measurable. Right, back to the main video.
Okay, 1 point there. Entirely measurable, gravitational acceleration, not a thing.
No.
Yeah, that's just your globe rhetoric belief system. Remember, gravity is not a force, Simon Dan. Just have to point it out.
Somebody hit the clicks, we're on 33.
Yeah, exactly, Owen. Whatever happens inside an accelerating object, because of relative density disequilibrium with the surrounding, does not debunk relative density. It's all accelerating in the predicted direction. Exactly, Owen. It's a straw man they create, which is a global straw man, by the way. Yeah. And they don't want to address their straw man. They don't want to address it. They just ignore it like you're talking to a wall. It's amazing how they say we can misrepresent them when we bring up exact things that they say. Yeah?
I can't believe Rich is still arguing with Paula about scriptures. Like, Richie.
You'll get twisted up, Richie. That's one thing you will get twisted up on against Paula.
Okay, what scripture is he fighting about now?
No, my advice, Rich, is, right, you either believe Bible or you don't, right?
Yeah.
You're saying Earth's moving up, you don't believe Bible, so don't be quoting scriptures at all.
The Bible doesn't teach a Earth to be moving at all.
No, at all. It says it's stationary.
We've had many streams on this topic.
Immovable. It says cannot be moved. That's upwards, roundabout, twisting, spiral ways.
No, Rich, you don't speak for God. Otherwise, you want to put a little G, you'd put a capital. So you don't speak for him at all because you don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna start winding me up talking about scriptures, Rich.
Okay, let's go on with Sam and Dan.
Video for today.
You end to say on that matter, Marty, before I move on?
No, well, actually, I was actually outside and I seen a couple of kids. They're just out of school, so I thought I'd ask them because they're now educated and they know everything. According to some folk, the kids can do it in school. Yeah, because kids repeat.
Yes, they repeat established science that's been taught through experimentation. It's called learning. Unless you want to write off every single thing that you've ever learned.
Okay, there's also a problem with this, Simon Dan. Indoctrination doesn't mean that you're learning the correct things. We all taught gravity in school. It doesn't mean it is gravity. It just means you've been indoctrinated to believe it's gravity. Yes, we can measure and observe phenomena, but does that make it the claimed gravity cause? No one even knows what gravity is, remember?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, at the moment, there's more than, I think, 4 or 5 different versions of gravity being pushed around.
Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, I was taught about magnetism to the core of the earth. You know what I mean?
I was taught reason we stick to Earth is because it's turning.
That as well.
Exactly.
If it stopped turning, we'd fly off.
Mm-hmm.
When it's completely the opposite in reality.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? Look what I said. It's a straw man. Ramondo is a glober. RDD has to work in the same way when the bottle is static and when it's in free fall, or it means it's fake. Why? No. Who made that claim? Or Ramondo, did you make that claim? Did you make that claim? So it's a straw man, correct? No one made that claim. RDD actually says it would happen that way because things have different accelerated values.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Raymondo Med, 22nd of June 2023, is a sock account.
Yes,
he
yes.
has got no opinion. He's got no argument. He's just a sock account troll. Get lost, Raymondo, or I'll boot you out, mate.
This Raimondo is very dumb, by the way. Rob Keane, thank you for coming, mate. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. But yeah, it's sad. See what I said? The straw man is globe based. Rob Keane gifted a membership. Thank you very much, Rob Keane, for gifting a membership. Really, really appreciate all the support. You rock, man.
Bless you, man.
Ramondo Bradbury hidden. Don't worry, he's going to come back with another sock account.
I'm sorry, I can't tolerate socks.
JC23, the Bible says earth cannot move. Earthquakes. Earthquake is not earth moving, you twat.
That's ridiculous.
Earth itself, as in earth as the whole, cannot move, JC.
Yeah, that's within the medium that is the earthquakes happen.
Earth.
It doesn't. Yeah, the earth doesn't go any place. It doesn't move from where it's at.
So what about the Bible that says it shall tremble?
No contradictions in the Bible.
Yeah. Let's put this: earthquake and earth moving is two different things.
Completely.
Rich is also using glowed straw mans on scripture as well.
Okay, Rachie, can you read Isaiah 1 verse 2 and tell me if you believe that the earth has ears? Oh, wow.
After all, that would be repetition 2, wouldn't it?
The thing about we've measured downward acceleration with kids in school. The point is, you're assuming an object is a thing that goes from where it is to the Earth. You're assuming that it's the object that moves through 3D space. That's the point that's in question.
So we're all just imagining it then, are we?
That I actually agree with Simon then again.
No,
all just imagining
really
it.
Weird.
I don't know how much time we have to show this. Mr. Dow. 56 people watching. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate it. I mean, how much time do we have to show this, Dal?
Yeah.
Sorry?
I'm saying Ian Molyneux says indoctrination is not education. Today at school they teach there's 100 genders and women can have a penis. School education is garbage. But
exactly.
That is exactly right, dude. 100%.
I'm something that's stationary, so I'm stationary.
I second that. And third.
I third it and fourth it. I'm fifth it.
I 100 it. How's that?
That's a brilliant comment.
Peaceful Warrior, thank you very much for your $5 £5 super chat. No offense, but can it Rachie 555 please prove the Earth is moving up?
No, she can't.
No, she can't. And
I believe it as, that's all.
Yeah, and I just gave them a mechanism. I gave them something the way they can test it out, but it's up to them to do it or not. But look at this. Look what's on screen now, and tell me if you're seeing the Earth moving or the light falling.
I like Rachie, but she's now trying to twist scriptures into her belief, and I'm sorry, Rachie, that don't wash with me.
Nope.
You can't see anywhere in the Bible or Genesis or anything like that.
And Rachie, you're arguing with people in chat who are well versed in scriptures than I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could demolish you on scriptures if I so wanted to.
I'm holding this, which is stationary, right? Because this is your claim. The Earth's stationary, which means I'm stationary, which means every object within it's stationary, and then I let that go. And you have to claim that moved towards the Earth.
Aye, absolutely.
And then I let that go. And you have to claim that moved towards the Earth. And then I let that go. And then I let that go. And then I let that go.
It did.
Now you need a fucking mechanism. Now you need a force, which you don't fucking have.
If you recognize that acceleration is a change in velocity with respect to time, you can take this change in time interval and move it to the other side of the equation using some quick algebra. So you'll get that force multiplied by change in time equals mass times change in velocity, and that is the impulse momentum theorem.
How much time do I have to explain this to the guy? Sorry, Michael, did you want to say something?
No, I didn't say it.
There you go.
Oh, were I talking while you were talking?
Yeah, I thought you said something.
No,
we were laughing.
Did you hear what I said to Rachel?
Anyway.
Did you not hear what I said to Rachel?
No.
Really?
I heard what you said, but I thought you said something while I was showing the short.
No.
I was just laughing.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I might have been laughing.
Thank you, Spuddy, for your being a member 6 months. He says extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. Exactly. Extraordinary evidence has to be presented, which you don't see. Face reality as well. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Rachie, Psalms 104 verse 5, the William Tyndale version. 1526. Thou shalt layest the earth upon her foundation, that it shall never moveth at any time. Doesn't get more clear than that. Exactly.
Simple.
I would love to debate Dal on modern day debate on this upwards moving earth. But do you think Dal would do it? No, because he already said, no, everyone is a coward. You can come and talk to me.
He hasn't got a ghost of a chance. He hasn't.
Well, let's see if he's live now. We can talk to him now if he's live now.
Who is?
Dal.
No,
Please.
wait 1 minute. I want to address this comment. JC23. How many times do we have to see you agree with Simon Dan to understand that you believe in dark energy equal accelerating objects?
Dark energy?
What?
Has any flat earther on this stream tonight mentioned dark energy?
No.
What are you on about with dark energy? Why would we call dark energy?
I've clearly made it fact that we do not agree on everything Simon Dan was said. We do agree on like things when he says it's measured.
Yeah.
That is observed.
Yep.
And he claims it to be gravity. We say it's not gravity. And the thing I don't agree with him on is he doesn't understand that Dell is pushing the globe rhetoric that he's supposed to be pushing, which is the equivalence principle, which is based on general relativity.
Mm-hmm. Boom.
Boom. JC, you guys are globetards with flat earth t-shirts on.
Right. Yeah, you just give him a little time out. He's an idiot. Just a wee time out for you. Oh, no.
He's a wee retard.
Have 5 minutes to think about it, you big daft.
Do you get paid on MDD? No, SI man, you definitely don't get paid on EDD. MDD. Hey, TY Smokes, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming.
So, you know, you're just making the assumption that it's the object. It could be the reference frame that's in motion, and that's what we're seeking to investigate.
Okay, so what are the alternatives then, Del? Earth and everything on it, including you as an observer, are moving upwards towards the object? Well, surely you'd feel that, Del. You flat earthers love to talk about your senses and how it doesn't make sense. And frames of reference don't change what's happening. They just explain what's going on from a different perspective. Gravity is not dependent on frames of reference.
1 minute. 1 minute. You and your reference frames are
ruined. Yeah, exactly. Simon Dan, you do realize that your globe is based on the equivalence principle, which you are just telling Dal is wrong about. Welcome to Flat Earth, mate. So, gravity's not real then?
See, this is what JC 23 don't understand, right? If Dell's right, we'll say he's right. If Ben's right, we'll say he's right. If they're both bullshitting, we'll call them bullshitters.
Exactly, that's how it works.
Peaceful Warrior says, I'm Scottish and Dell is what we call a fanny. That's what I was saying.
Fanny.
A big fan.
I'm not Scottish and I call him a fanny and all.
I'm exactly where I'm from. I would call him fanny as well.
But you see what the problem is? That's exactly what he's trying to explain. Dell pushes globe rhetoric and then claims we the ones pushing globe rhetoric. No. We're pushing reality. We see things accelerate to the ground at a measurable acceleration. We see things accelerate away from the ground with a measurable acceleration. Do we make a claim it's gravity? No, we don't. That is observable. Okay? We claim that it's based on its relative density disequilibrium ratios, which can be shown to be true, just like when Sleeping Warrior took an egg and made the water saltier, aka more saline. It made it denser. That stationary egg, as you put it, accelerated. Okay? In other words, experiment for a observed a phenomenon. So it's science. Your gravity is not science. Your accelerating Earth is not science. You know why you can't prove your accelerating Earth, just like they can't prove gravity? Because they're the same rhetoric based on a biased belief that's not scientifically validated. RDD is scientifically validated and can be validated every day of the week, aka experiment. If you have to deny that the egg did not accelerate when you made the water denser, you are just being dishonest. That's it. You guys agree?
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I don't just agree because you said, like.
No, I do, because apparently I just parrot what you say.
But
Michael, Michael, so you all agree with what I say.
Yeah, that's what I said. Michael, you're the
don't,
boss.
you're
You're the boss. So why are you agreeing with me, man? Yeah, what force is causing Earth to rise, Taylor? I don't know.
Not looking too good, that explanation, is it, Del?
Anyhow, postulating, we've got a Slinky here.
And this is why I say Dal validates my claim that he's making Flat Earth look stupid. Look what he's going to do with the Slinky now, guys. Showing through and through my claim that he doesn't understand physics as he says he does. Watch this.
Do you know when you look into... Sorry to butt in. But do you know when you look into past, right? Flat Earth were a big thing. And then it was put stop to by Flat Earth Society. Yeah, and it's happening again. And Rachel and Del, you're pushing Flat Earth Society and you're going to kill Flat Earth again if you're not careful.
It's not good for it. It's definitely not good for it.
Not at all. Because, like I said, Rachel, you're very smart. And I don't understand.
If you're not a Rachel, you want to move and go back to knockabout with your globe mates.
Because Rachel, you're very smart, and I know you're definitely not. How can I put it? Beating around the bush.
You bothered arguing in chat, Flatzoid, to listen to you. Though.
She's not listening. Yeah.
Problem. She's not listening. She's too busy trying to argue about Bible that she doesn't know about.
She is smart. She's very clever, intelligent. She's just been duped. That's it. Definitely. Without a doubt. That's all I can say. Been duped.
Okay, but let's carry on.
Unfortunately, people get deceived so easily, and that's just a part of things. Sometimes it'll get to a point where everyone will seem so irrational, and there's nothing that we can do or say that will change their minds.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's slowly happening.
You know, Satan, Jeff, is rubbing his hands together. Look at all these arguing. That's
with each other. With each other, especially. That's causing them. Do you know what I mean? It's discord between people. It's just we were all together at one point, and now we're like splitting off into little bloody groups with sideways globers, upwards globers, upwards rising left-hours.
But that's what truth does, right? Truth divides. If you think you're in truth, you understand it divides, right? Because you're either with truth or you're not.
That's right.
And if you want to cry, if you want to cry, this community is getting broke up, why we're all arguing, then you don't understand what truth is.
JK says, is Rachel saying the Bible says the earth is going up? It seems to me so. I'm not sure.
Proper answer is aye.
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 If Rachel's saying that, God help you, Rachel.
Wow. Okay, but guys, look at what he's going to do now with Slinky. And then look how he explains it. Then you can literally see he's either very dumb and doesn't understand how the physics works, or he is literally deliberately trying to make us look stupid. Look at this.
Yeah, so what I want to show you an example of, right? If we let it go, Marty, you take an end, and we both stretch the Slinky.
Be prepared here for a colossal failure of classroom physics. And they were just slagging off learning in school as well.
Oops.
JC23, before you keep babbling about Flat Earth Society, you might want to go check out what their stance is on moving Earth. Come back and tell me how you feel.
Yeah, they claim Earth's rising up at 9.8 meters per second.
Exactly what you guys are claiming, JC.
Right.
Acceleration of
Maybe
9.8 meters per second.
What Earth Society claims, JC, because clearly you don't understand.
Clearly.
Wow.
We both stretch the Slinky, and we both let it go at the same time.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Oops. You can see that the centre point stays where it is, and the two ends that have, and we're going to use the language here loosely, the two ends that had force applied to them are the ends that come back to the middle.
Yes, you have put work in by stretching that spring. And that energy is transferred to the elastic store in the Slinky. When you both let it go, that elastic potential energy is transferred into kinetic, sound, and a little bit of heat energy.
Now, if I do it again...
Yeah. You see why he makes us look stupid, guys? I pull it away, and when I let it goes to the middle. Okay. Yeah, that really makes you look intelligent, mate.
Exactly. It's because you and your mate stretched it, and it came back to where it started. Simple as that.
I don't know. Was the Slinky designed to do that? Maybe? To contract again?
Wow. Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what's, right, this is scary, Richie. You're arguing with Paul over scriptures.
Why? Why is she
telling
arguing?
you that.
Yeah, but why is she arguing over scripture? Isn't she supposed to be arguing actual demonstration for their claim?
Are you a Bible believer, Rich? Do you believe in God? Do you know Jesus created this place? Do you know he died for his sins on cross? Do you agree with that? Do you believe all these things, Rich? Why are you arguing scriptures?
Yeah.
Wow.
With just one side. Right, we'll show this again.
I'll let go on the 3, you went 3 and then let go.
Right, so 1, 2, 3, go. You can see that it meets in the middle. So by applying force at each end, we create the stretch. So when we put the force on the ends, it's the ends that come back.
And Dale, which way did you apply the force? Away from the middle?
JC23, go and look on the website, mate.
Yeah.
They have one.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly
To the centre point.
Okay, and what does that prove exactly, Del?
Now if I do it again, so now I'm just applying a force to one side.
For more than...
Hey, ZZ Curve. Thank you for coming.
ZZ, no. Nice one.
Yeah.
See you later, mate.
Take it to its point where it's starting to move the whole thing. Like just there. If I just get it back to where it was.
You could swear Dal has never played with a Slinky before. It's so difficult to understand the mechanics behind a Slinky.
Get one in a knot and see if you can. This is the boggle. Get one in a knot and then try and get it unknotted.
My daughter's got one of those rainbow Slinkies as well.
Yeah.
A lot. She irritates me and comes, please can I unwind it for her?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unwinding them don't always work though, does
No.
it? Because it like knackers them up.
No, we don't believe the Bible is facts like that, illicit virtue. We have faith.
You see, guys, this is one thing I have to reiterate though.
We say the Bible supports flat Earth. We don't say it teaches it as fact.
Yeah,
but it supports it.
But guys, but this is where we have to reiterate. We bring up Bible and the scripture when we are talking to Christians, Bible believers. I'm not going to bring the Bible up to an atheist or to a Hindu or whatever.
They
don't believe the Bible, so why will I use the Bible
let me put Sorry. Go on.
Sorry.
Go on.
Why will
No,
I
I
use
was
the
just,
Bible? Why will I use the Bible as an argument to a person that doesn't believe the Bible to be true?
Exactly.
I'll use the Bible as an argument to another Christian because they stand on the same morals as I do, that it's the word of God.
But the reason I know it's not moving up, sideways, rotating is because I'm a Christian and I believe Bible. It don't matter whether Flatzoid tells me Earth moves, Del tells me Earth moves, Nathan Oakley I'm not interested in any of them. I stand by what Scripture teaches.
But Michael, the Earth does move. Didn't you hear?
No, I didn't hear it.
Well, where did it move?
I must have been asleep on Sunday school when we thought that. Like,
exactly. Where does it move to? What's the point in it moving? It's not.
But when God told the sun to stop moving, it wasn't the sun that stopped moving. It was the Earth that stopped moving. You just don't understand how it was interpreted.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's like that's what God does.
When God said it sits,
you like to get the truth.
Yeah, when God said sits steadfast on pillars, He didn't mean that. He meant it spinning in a wobbly axis.
Yeah. In like 50 different vectors at once. You know what I mean?
Like he didn't mean it literally, he meant it figuratively.
Like what's that barbarian guy? Roll bars. What's he says? Hell isn't roll bars, it's cement or what? That's crazy. Yes, the Earth is stationary, JC.
Yeah, I just read that. Yeah, I agree. First time I've agreed with it.
And now the side that I've applied the force to when it's let go, that end stays still, and the end of the force applied to it is the end that moves back to there. So
yeah, inertia, mate.
Wow, this is so enlightening.
This is like.
Hold on a minute. Am I reading that JC's comment correct?
It flabbergasted me correct. Yeah.
You're saying Earth stationary now when you've just been arguing that it's moving.
I did wonder
how
why.
many comments.
I did wonder why.
You're crazy, mate.
Like one of the swapper nappers I'm talking about, Pickle.
Pickle.
He does it the other direction, just to the point where it's at a stretch. Now Larry lets it go, so you can see there that whichever end the force is applied to, right, is the end that goes back.
Incredible demonstration of elastic energy. Well done. Again though, what does this prove?
Right, so if I then invert this, and this is where I'm going to need Martin's assistance.
So much. I love his commentary.
but look at this. But look at this, guys. Now he's going to turn it and pull it up away, where the air cannot support the Slinky anymore, guys.
Yeah.
So if I'm now holding this like this, and I remove the support.
Okay. What should happen now if you let... Guys, what should happen now if you let it go according to the Earth accelerating up?
Well, the bottom...
Bottom should be pushing up towards the top, correct?
Of course, and that's not what happened.
They should be playing with Slinky on the ceiling.
It's doing opposite of what he's claiming.
Yeah, exactly.
The bloody moron doesn't even get it.
Wow. Del, man, come on, you're letting the same dude judge you.
23, right? Rich is welcome here. She's a mod.
Yeah.
Fact I chose her to be a mod.
Yeah.
She's welcome here, but don't mean she's right.
Yeah. Everybody disagrees with each other, right? She knows this. We all disagree with each other.
Just because we disagree with Rich.
If Rich didn't want to be here, she won't be fucking here.
Exactly. Wow. She's been here ages.
First Surfer, is this begging for a Photoshop of Dal on the Slinky dog from Toy Story?
Wow.
That's a good one.
I know now that Michael is going to do another little collage to do with the Slinky and Dell. Guaranteed. Ain't you, Michael?
Oh, JC23 says that's what the Flat Earth Society website says. Really? The Flat Earth Society says that it's stationary. No, definitely not, mate.
No, it doesn't.
It says it's accelerating up at 9.8 meters per second.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to make a little video at the weekend.
That's why we've been getting strawman by a pizza pie in space for the last 8 years, like.
Oh, exactly.
Look at this.
Yeah. And now you're defending it, you moron.
FlatEarthSociety.org. The Flat Earth Society. Oh, no, contains growing selection. Okay, our website includes. Let's see. What do they say?
Wasn't it Flat Earth Society that said we've got members all over the globe?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a member. I don't know how they.
There we
say
go.
that
Einstein
Flat Earthers
relativity.
are members.
Check here. Einstein's relativity proves the Earth is flat. Uh-oh. It's through inertial frames of reference.
I'm going to tell you something now, JC23, right? You're listening to some idiot called Dell.
Look.
Right?
What is...
No, let me finish,
Sorry.
right? It sees an effect in a demonstration, and it is correlating that with Earth moving, which is incorrect. It's almost like, Cavendish experiment.
It is.
That's exactly what it's like, right?
Yeah.
And you don't realise Flat Earth Society pushes this, Globe pushes this, and you come in here talking to Flat Earthers, telling us that it's us who was wrong, and we're pushing Globe shit. No, mate.
Okay, sorry, but I want to push now. Where did this guy get what his claim was that they said? I'm on their site. Einstein's equivalence principle. Isn't that what Dell's pushing?
Yeah.
Einstein was fond of a form of inquiry
And you
known
want to
as...
be looking at this, Rich, instead of arguing with people in chat. Watch.
Yeah, okay. Einstein was fond of a form of inquiry known as the thought experiments. In the thought experiment, a premise is assumed to deduct from the possible consequences. One of these thought experiments in particular involves a solitary passenger on an elevator that is alone in the universe. When the elevator starts accelerating upwards, a pull downwards is felt by the passenger. This is due to the passenger's inertia. Recall that the body at rest tends to stay at rest. Einstein hypothesized that since the pull caused by the momentum of the passenger fighting against the acceleration is indistinguishable from the gravitational influences, it is only logical to assume that they are one and the same phenomena. Comparatively, another pseudo-force like that arises from rotating reference frame, which Dell also pushes, says if the one is on the spinning carnival ride on the presumably feel or pull away from the center, which Dell pushes, consider the scenario of an elevator accelerating upwards at what? 9.8 meters per second. If the passengers were to jump in the elevator while it was accelerating upwards at 9.81 meters per second, the rate at which we are pulled to the Earth by gravitational forces... JC just lied. He said Flat Earth Society page says it's stationary. Not what we just read, is it?
JC's not been blocked, Rachel.
No, he's just been timed out, that's all. For lying.
Yeah.
He'll be back soon. He'll be
If you
back
were
soon.
paying attention, Rich, you would know what we're talking about and you know why he's been timed out.
Mm-hmm.
No,
you're not paying attention, Rich, because you're not interested in truth, are you? You're too busy arguing your own bullshit.
Oh, and it's not my beat. It's not my beep. I don't know whose beep it was.
Yeah, it wasn't mine. I've got a new phone. I checked mine. It's not mine.
Word mine. Mine.
Sorry, that was
Jeff. Point the finger. Point the
Well,
finger.
you know what? I know Jeff has an iPhone.
Ah, because you know the tune.
that's my work phone, but my personal phone is an Android.
No, what's wrong with you? I'm just joking.
Androids are far better than iPhone.
No, I'm an iPhone. I go straight through.
I'm Android.
No, once you got iPhone, you don't go back to Android.
Sadly, you're wrong, Flatzoid.
I know, because the last iPhone I had was the iPhone 3S.
Oh no, that's bad. No, that's bad.
Yeah, that's the last one I had, so I didn't like iPhone.
You can't do note with an iPhone. You can't even Bluetooth shit.
Yeah, you do. What you talking about?
It used to have that, bump thing, didn't it? Where you bump two iPhones together and it would exchange info.
The only difference with the iPhones is if you want to put something to the computer and stuff, like you just got to get the iTunes. That's all.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's why I like being able to take my pictures off of my phone, not using the stupid iTunes crap.
Exactly.
JK, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. Really
You're not a flat earther, Flatzoid. You've got an iPhone.
Yeah, but I'm not human either. Remember?
Right.
You got me if you like iPhones.
I'm an iPhone guy. Book of Rachel 99.1. The Lord reigns, let the nations tremble. He sits enthroned between the cherubim. Let the earth be accelerated up. Thank you very much, JK, for your super chat. Really appreciate it.
No, Rich, it's not Paula spamming, it's you arguing with Paula instead of listening to what's been presented. You've just been shown that you back up Flat Earth Society. You've just been shown that online.
We showed it on screen for everybody to see. Equivalence
You're too busy arguing over scriptures that you don't know what about.
Yeah, we showed it on screen. It's Flat Earth Society.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Okay, let's carry on.
Now, in all these models are claiming, let me just get that off the ground. These models are claiming.
Now note which way the Slinky's going to accelerate towards, guys.
Claiming that the force is being applied here.
No. You claiming the force is applied there. Dal? Correct? Because he's claiming the Earth is moving up. So you claiming that's where the force is applied. Dal, what's wrong with you? Contradicting your own claim now? Wow.
They're saying gravity is the thing that's pulling this thing towards the Earth. So as we just demonstrated, if this is the end that's having the force applied to it.
Thank you, Aaron, for your $2 super chat. Rachel 555 has the patience of a saint. Yeah, she does have a patience of the saint. I just wish she would stop just ignoring everything that's showing her to be wrong, though.
If only she listened to sense.
Yeah. Faciality, thank you very much for your $5 super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. At Rachel Tyndale, Psalms 99 verse 1. The Lord is king. Be the people, never so impatient. He sitteth upon the cherubims. Be the earth, never so unquiet. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Really, really appreciate it. Beautiful scripture, that.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
In awe. Imagine sitting there all in awe. It's crazy that it's quiet.
Yeah. When I let this go, just as we see in the other example, this end is the end that should come back.
Yes, he is about to do this.
Oh goodness, that is going down. Wow.
You see why I'm saying this guy is literally making us look stupid. I mean, if Simon Dan can take this and make it look like he's talking sense, then you know you are really showing stupidity.
Yeah. There's something wrong when we agree with Simon Dan. There's something going on there. Crazy.
Why, Dal? Why? What is wrong with you?
Exactly. That's how I feel, Flat. It's like, what? What the hell? How? No, seriously, you don't, Dal. You're just pushing bullshit. This is crap. This is crap, dude.
But did you listen what he said with the Slinky? They all saying that the force is applied at the bottom. No, that's your claim, Dal. Because you're claiming the Earth is pushing your feet up at the moment. You're claiming the Earth is pushing the Slinky up.
Yep.
That would be globe rhetoric as well, because you both push equivalence principle, general relativity.
Feel disappointed by it. Just disappointed because he used to believe the right things. You know what I mean? He was on the right path. Sorry, but now it's just like, why? Why is he going like that? He doesn't believe this bullshit. It's crap. He can't. He's clever. He's more intelligent than this.
Exactly.
Seriously.
It's not.
He's got to be. He can't believe this. Nobody can, dude. It's ridiculous. I mean, I know.
Saying these people are more intelligent than what they're doing, but yet they're talking bollocks, so they can't be intelligent.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, well,
I mean?
It's either look at it this way. There's only two ways. Either he's very stupid, or he's being dishonest. Yeah.
Dishonest. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what it is.
The same we say about Phil Bell applies to these people as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
I mean, you'd think this was obvious, but here we go, Del, just for you. In the first example, you were the one applying the force.
Ha! Well done.
Yeah. Wow.
Great.
Crazy.
You actually said something correct again. Congratulations. Okay.
I hate this. I hate it. Can't believe I'm agreeing with size 5.
Guys, this is actually the first video I'm going to like for Simon Dan.
Whoa.
Well done. Crazy.
You know something? I'm going to have to as well.
Have we entered the Twilight Zone?
Is the link in your
no, it's not. So let me put it there. I'll stick it in and it can just. I can't believe we're actually agreeing with Simon Dan. Okay, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly, Arwen. He's making. This is the problem I have with these guys. Just like Jaren makes McToon look good because he's so really so stupid. Dal is making Simon Dan look good because he's so stupid.
I've just liked it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
It's crazy.
Now I'm going to add a comment.
Yes. Okay. Let's see.
Stretching that slinky so that the elastic force built up in the spring. This meant that the elastic energy was there in order for the spring to snap back, as you saw. When you lift that slinky spring up, the gravitational force is what's pulling that slinky down.
False. There you're wrong. It's not the gravitational force that's pulling it down. Remember when you pull the slinky, it has force applied to it. Why? Because it has a memory to retract, remember? So you're pulling it out of its equilibrium state. So you added force into the system, correct, guys? Energy into the system. Yeah. So when you turn it the other way around, it's exactly the same. You added energy into the system. Gravity didn't do anything. Gravity is not a force. The fact that the air around it can't support it and the energy in its system, just like lying on the floor, pulled it down to contract towards the end point. Not gravity, mate. It's got nothing to do with gravity. So there he's wrong.
Almost counteracting the elastic force in that direction. Now this balances the forces in the spring, and when you let go of it, the gravitational force takes over again. And when the top hits the bottom, it gets compressed and there's no elastic force left, so it falls to Earth. That, Del, is why it's happening, not because you've discovered some incredible new physics.
Right. Now do it with the bottom of the spring off the ground. Right.
Thinking it's going to change something now.
This is something else that annoys me, right? Rachie and Del, they all think they've come up with something new.
It's this, like I said, this is things we did when we were children. I mean, I played with Slinkies when I was children and I knew this bloody rubbish. I mean, leaving it off the ground now, it's going to do exactly the same as he just observed it when it touched the ground. Why? Because the tension is from the top, not the bottom.
Yeah, because the effect is in the slinky.
Exactly. You taking it away. It's...
Let me just stabilise it. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
You probably need to see that in slow motion, but as far as I'm concerned, that bottom never moved at all.
It wouldn't expect to move at all. Because
I guess.
Oh wow. Aw.
It's okay.
Is that your dog, Flats?
No, it's Vicky's dog. It's because Vicky's out of the room.
All right.
No, my dog's actually gone to just sleep by to my wife. I asked her to take her, but
What you doing, PJ? Well, Vicky's not there.
Nothing. No, I'm on the. I'm taking a comment in Dan's section. I'm just about to send it. I said, can't believe I'm actually agreeing with you on a lot of your points in this video. Dale is making flat earthers look idiotic. Dale is just pushing globeretic. Well done, Dan. I hate to say.
hey, Spuddy, exactly. The tension is in the Slinky.
Yeah.
There we go. First time I've ever bloody gone to.
Just same with bottle there. The whatever the thing they've got is in that falling bottle. Like it's not up through it earth.
No, but that's the problem I'm trying to explain to them. There is no gravity. It's got nothing to do with the earth. It's literally just the Slinky itself, how it's created, its mechanism. It's made to go back to its original state. It's got memory.
Yes, and we'd expect that because of the reasons I just explained. It's not some incredible discovery, it's classical physics.
So, the point
what
being...
did I just say? The thing that found something new.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely like this.
Rachie says, that's what Simon Dan saying. Are we going to dispute that in a bit behind? We'd already disputed what Simon Dan says.
I knew Rich as well.
Yeah, cheers, Jeff Conkel. Thank you for coming, mate. Glad you could make
Nice,
it.
right. Bless, dude.
Blessings, Jeff. We already did dispute it, Rachie. Hey, Go Mover, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Is it Co-Mover? Oh, Co-Mover. Good to see you. I really maybe Dell also believes Iron Brew is made from grind.
Goodness too. So that's what I did. It was an advert in Scotland in the 80s and that. Iron Brew made in Scotland.
I love Iron Brew.
From Gelders.
The problem is I love Iron Brew, but we don't really get Iron Brew anymore in South Africa. It hasn't.
I love it.
It hasn't been here around for a few years now.
If it's not made from Gelders, it's not Iron Brew.
I love it, but it does give me bad heartburn.
But what colour is your Iron Brew? Because I know some places they say it's green. Yeah, it's brown.
Ginger.
Yeah, it's brown.
We call it ginger in Scotland.
I call it orange, like.
Really?
Well, yeah, but we call it ginger in Scotland.
By us, it's brown.
No, ginger.
No, by us, it's brown. It looks almost like Pepsi.
Wow. Do you see the colour of G in the chat? Glenn Salsh in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that colour.
The colour of Iron Brew. Yeah.
Wow.
That is the colour.
See, it's weird. It's like, see, it changes
it's
everywhere.
made from Gelders.
Made from Gelders.
But it shows you how different it is everywhere.
Definitely.
Weird, eh?
It's like in the UK back in the 80s and that. In the States and that your Snickers, they get called Snickers, don't they? The chocolate bar Snickers. Well, back in the 80s and 90s, it was called Marathon for us, and then it got changed to Snickers.
I'll tell you when it got changed now in 1989.
It was. I thought it was 90s, early 90s, but yeah, you're probably right, man.
It was 1989 because I was on holiday with school when it changed.
Madness, isn't it? I've got it. I still call it Marathon now and again. Yeah, but it's definitely that colour, and we call it ginger.
Okay, guys, ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you heard that for us again, Marty. When we apply, we're using the terms here, force. When we apply force, it's that end that goes...
wait, let's go back 2 seconds when you apply...
Here, force. When we apply force...
A force, where's that Slinky going, guys? Is it going down?
Yeah.
Weird.
It's that end that goes back, regardless of what side. It's that end that goes back to where it was originally.
It's like they don't know that the elastic force exists.
Exactly.
So when we invert it 90 degrees.
Did you see how it bounced up when he just let it go as well? Because of the elastic force, Dal.
Do you know, if we keep listening to these guys, we're going to end up dumber.
Oh, it's crazy.
Really.
Daniel Ladd, what exactly does Slinky prove? It proves
Niche.
Dal is a retard.
Proves niche.
The thing is, it proves Dal is trying to make Flat Earth look stupid.
What it proves is that they think there's something happening that's not. It's all observation based.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening in Slinky is happening in the Slinky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're saying this end has now had a force applied to it, whether it be gravity or electrostatics or whatever it is. That's the end that you're saying the force has been applied to stretch it from this position. But that's not what the width.
Showing it over and over is not going to help you, Dal.
I've not been moved.
So, I would conclude.
Here we go.
That when I'm holding it like this, it's this end that's staying where it was. And it's us that are causing the stretch, because you can see the force has now been applied here, because it's this end that comes down. It's this end that compresses again. Okay, so
No shit, Sherlock. You pull the tension away.
What's doing that to Earth, Del?
Yeah.
Is it a big daft hand?
What? This is like mind-blowing, guys. No one's ever figured this out before. Wow.
we'll leave that with you and see what your thoughts are on that.
Total nonsense. You're trying to reinvent the wheel by using a square. Unfortunately for Dell and his mate, no Nobel Prizes will be winging their way to them. But at least they tried. Well, there we go.
Thank you.
You know, that's the only thing I like about Dan. His commentary is comedy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is though, isn't it?
Definitely. Oh.
He's a plonker, right? Don't get me wrong, he talks shit.
Can you guys believe it's almost 4 hours is up? 40 minutes left.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 40 minutes. Flats, there's a picture of Iron Brew in our chat and
Element.
I tell you what, type into YouTube old 80s Iron Brew advert Flatzoid and play it.
Yeah, you'll see it all day. Made in Scotland.
Made in Scotland from Goodness.
But Iron Brew, made in Scotland, and you'll see him. He puts like the rivets in his mouth and spits them into the gouges and joins them together and that.
See how Iron Brew looks here? See, this is the Iron Brew by us.
Oh, yeah, that's different. Flats, look at the spelling. It's different. That's Iron Brew, the proper spelling of iron. We spell it IRN. That's different. That's a copy. That's not.
But that's our Iron Brew in South Africa.
Right. Search for Ayashito though in YouTube.
Ours is made by bars and it's spelled differently. Yeah.
Oren, thank you very much for your $2, which is Iron Brew made from girders.
Girders.
Iron Brew made from girders.
Search for that advert.
Yeah. Just put in
type in old 80s Iron Brew advert. Made in Scotland from Goodness.
Alright, there's loads of them from me.
There were loads, like.
Made in Scotland, there we go.
He's spitting them out. Let's see this one.
Iron Brew made in Scotland from girders, UK 1980s.
Good, yeah. Made in Scotland, the girders.
Barrels Iron Brew.
Yeah, so the one you get, Flats, must be a copy. It's bar letter, because ours is made by bars.
Rachie says 4 more hours. You picked number 8. Wouldn't work because in 4 more hours I have to get up to take my child to get to a ballet recital.
Bars Iron Brew.
Okay, it's gonna take long. Yeah, it's buffing. Oh, I forgot. I'm watching it in the wrong. I gotta watch it through here. There we go. Why does she look a bit squint there? Yeah.
Oh no, this is a shit one.
Yeah, this is the ones we're on about.
Earlier.
Does he get another one? Different one?
Yeah, different ones.
You've almost got like a Russ Abbott guy in your piece of going, Buzz, I am brew.
Made in Scotland,
This one. Steamroller. Or this one.
Type in made in Scotland from Gooders.
Yeah, but they say that made in Scotland from Gooders. That's what it says. Yeah.
Try the steamroller one's all right. So there's one where the guy spits out rivets and he attaches that to the girders.
This one. Shipyard Boy.
Try that. Yeah, that's it. Try that one because it was in the shipyard.
Focus.
This is maybe it.
Why do people say it's buffering?
I don't know. Mine keeps buffering, but that's just because there's a lot of stuff attached to this Wi-Fi.
I'm just saying what that's got to do with Baz, I am brew. I have no clue.
Why is it playing that one? Oh no, that's the old one.
Okay, it's brought to you by Glasgow Guide.
Yeah, is this the one?
Iron Brew is a soft drink from hard Iron Brew, made in Scotland from girders.
No, that brings up memories, dude. That brings up memories.
That says.
The first one you played is when they started getting a little bit, trying to be a bit softer.
I totally forgot about that when we were spitting shit together.
Yeah, I know. I remember. There was more though. There was more.
Yeah, there were loads.
Good man.
Television Tirezoid. I am tired actually. Wow.
Have a swagger Iron Brew spud, it'll sort you out.
Well, you should
you'll be able if you take something, you'll be able to eat thunder and shit lightning.
You better spit a ship together.
But I mean, even I think adverts have got so lame though through the years because they used to be brilliant.
Absolutely.
Even here in South Africa, we really had good adverts.
Teddy's chocolate orange advert, where it was a bit like, when he goes into that secret room, that ball's chasing him, like Indiana Jones. Can you remember that? Teddy's chocolate orange. Type that in. Type in Teddy's chocolate orange Indiana Jones or something.
Well, now.
Oh yeah, I know what you're on about. That's so good. Well, here's the caver.
And now contestant number 7. Cadbury's lunch bar.
What the hell? Why is it buffering so like this? Oh, I'm using it in the wrong again. Why? Sorry, I keep on.
Come on, Flatzoid, you're too tired.
I can't figure out what's going on.
So you think Earth's moving up then, do you?
I like to boost it. Okay. Blah 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 blah.
Teddy's chocolate orange Indiana Jones.
That's brilliant, man. I used to look forward to the adverts when I was a kid.
Yeah, this was Lunch Bar in South Africa.
And now contestant number 7. Macatini.
It looks like
with nuts, toasty rice, caramel and wafer, all in.
Looks like that bastard off
Austin Powers.
Do you like my sexy body?
You like my sexy body?
You're 300 miles away. That's nothing. What's this? Duck? Fetch.
As I said, adverts have changed so much.
Oh, they were mega. Des O'Connor advert were best when they're fishing and they were like, chucks a speaker in playing Des O'Connor records and all the fish jumped out. That was mint.
Okay, which ad did you say I must look for?
Terry's chocolate orange.
Terry's
chocolate orange.
Yeah, that's really good.
Terry's chocolate orange.
It's like a movie. It's like watching a movie.
It's like Indiana Jones, but Terry's chocolate orange.
And like the milk tray was like James
This
Bond.
one.
Cadbury's milk tray.
Easter
like James
2000 UK, this one. Or is it this one?
It's an old one, like, but before 2000.
I think it might be this one then. If they can stop
Central
showing this.
TV,
This one.
That's the old woman doing something as a little douche. Yeah, it might be. It is. It's this one. It's this one. It's that one, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's quite safe.
Yeah, this is it.
Terry's famous chocolate orange, smooth milk chocolate with real oil of orange. How safe is yours?
What? What's that got to do with anything?
Type in. I can't. What it for a cigarette or a cigar or something, PJ?
Oh,
there's a kind of one.
Oh, and there's what the heck?
Either Hamlet or Costello Classic or something.
Oh, wow.
Type in Des O'Connor cigar advert.
There's it?
Oh, wow.
Des O'Connor.
I don't know how to
cigar
spell that.
advert.
I don't know how to spell that.
Des, D-E-S.
Yeah.
O'Connor, C-O-N-O-R.
Space after O. No.
Space Des O'Connor.
Des O'Connor, there we go, yeah. Advert.
Yeah, that's it.
Cigar advert.
Yeah. I used to know it up by heart. And him it did what do you call him?
Which one?
Rob C. Nesbitt did it as well.
Which one, guys?
Yeah, the one where he's fishing.
That one there, with guy with fishing after, isn't it? It's Russ Abbott, isn't it?
This one.
The fourth one,
It's gotta be Russ Abbott.
The fourth one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that'll do.
Gents, here's a guide on how to increase the resale value of your vrpa and reminding Mediaco that you.
No, listen.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet.
No, that's a golf one. You want fishing?
Yeah, no. Oh, it's a golf one, but it's Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet, isn't it? Yeah. There's loads.
It's Russ Abbott.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
See you, Jimmy.
Oh no, it's Costello one. It's different.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Classic. For the man who thinks that little bit bigger.
Sure, okay.
That's a different one from
That's not what I'm
He has
about.
the fishing one. He has the fishing one.
Yeah, that Des O'Connor, that top one with that guy grinning at you.
After that
Not
one,
this
do
one.
Happiness.
This is it.
Yeah, this is it. After this one, do Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, it is. He puts on his red, there's a gun red, right? Yeah, of course. I remember this. They jump into the net.
Remember
What?
romance, the way we would dance.
Watch fish in a minute.
Or jumping into the net.
Classic from Costello. For the man who thinks that little bit bigger.
Sure.
Hey, that guy's called Des O'Connor, right? Not Des O'Connor. What's he called now, PJ?
Russ Abbott.
Russ Abbott, right? He's the one who does that. See you, Jimmy, guy.
Right, that's him.
Type in that, Russ Abbott. See you, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's him. It does the Scottish dude. That's the one I was on about. No, the one with the baldy guy in the fringe. That's Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet.
Yeah.
That's Gregor Fisher.
This
Who did,
one.
yeah, he's got. Yeah, he's got the comb over. He's in.
That is funny now.
Yeah, he's in a photo booth. And it's Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet. I'm sure it is. Timmy does Rob C. Nesbitt. Wow.
This is sensible. Trying to claim some air back.
Shit.
He's waiting for the. That's what. I love his face. It's like.
Oh no! I know.
Have you never seen these Flatzoid?
No, these have never come to South Africa. These
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet. A mild cigar.
are.
Right, type in Russ Abbott. See you, Jimmy.
We have actually that, haven't we?
Russ
We
Abbott.
watched this other week, didn't we? PJ.
Yeah, it's so funny. Oh, we did. Yeah, we did. Was that in the show? Our show. Your show. Sorry, I say our show. It's your show.
Russ Abbott is the lie detector.
No, it's
Just-
see you, Jimmy.
See you,
Well,
Jimmy.
Like on can't
This
see it
deserves,
properly.
this deserves some like, guys. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna try and find it.
Okay, which one? See you, Jimmy. Here we go.
Here we go.
This one.
We found it.
So funny.
Daz O'Connor, part 1.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, this is it. Like. It's very funny.
And don't forget my cough syrup. Is it a wet or
See,
dry cough?
see what I'm saying? How stupid adverts are today. It's like, really. Ugh.
Backers with their new single. Tiffany is here. Tiffany is here from EastEnders. Martin.
This is that Des O'Connor bloke on that record that made out Fish Jump Out.
Okay.
And comedy from newcomers Sean Mio, Russ Abbott, and Bob Monkhouse all in here. A lot of laughs. Let's bring the bar in. You need a bar on New Year's Eve. The reason we've got a bar here is we've got to welcome now the spirit of Hogmanay itself, all the way from Glasgow. Will you say hello to Jimmy McJimmy? Did I miss something? How nice to see you, Jimmy. How are you?
It sounds like PJ. PJ, what's going on?
I
told you.
Well, I'm glad you made that clear. What I want to know is, do you often come down south for Hogmanay?
Oh, no. I'm touring at the moment, touring at the moment. I've done a wee bit of sightseeing, but it's Hogmanay. Don't you think we ought to have a wee drink?
Well, of course. What do you fancy? What do you want?
I'll tell you what I'd like, Des. I'd like a clothes brush cocktail.
I never heard of what? A clothes brush?
Clothes brush cocktail.
What do we put in it?
No, that's fine. That's big enough. That's fine. I just put a wee drop of
everything. Brandy.
A wee drop of brandy. Yeah.
Just a wee drop.
That's it. A wee drop of vodka.
A wee drop of vodka.
Just keep pouring, Des. Keep pouring. That's right.
Something of everything.
A wee bit of everything. I was in the pub tonight and this tramp came and this tramp, he said, "Gives a penny for a pint." I gave him tuppence as I got me one. Just keep pouring, Des. Have you got a wee bit more brandy in there?
Better more brandy.
But you see, I'm doing some sightseeing down here, Des.
Sightseeing.
This afternoon I was walking over Tower Bridge, you see, and there was a lunatic in the middle of Tower Bridge, leaning over Tower Bridge, and he was singing his heart out. He was going, 51, 51, 51. I said, "What are you doing?" He pushed me off. He went, 52.
52. That's a good one.
Oh, this is brilliant, man.
Just keep pouring, Des.
What else do you want? What else would you like in this drink?
Just a wee bit of gin in there, a wee bit of Mother's Louis there, something like that.
I think you might want some of that
just keep pouring there.
window cleaner stuff.
Have you got some Windoline there?
Yeah, what do you want? I'm not kidding. Windoline, you wouldn't want that in it?
Well, it doesn't do you much good, you see, but it gives you clear eyes.
Whatever it is, I've never had what they call a clothes brush cocktail.
Clothes brush cocktail, Des. But I'm afraid you're missing the most important ingredient.
What's that?
A clothes brush.
A clothes brush.
We need a clothes brush.
Hang on, wardrobe. Anybody got a clothes brush? Trust me. There you are, clothes brush.
That's lovely. Do you know, this is funny. There was a bloke walking down the street today. He was chasing a daddy long legs down the street like that. Then he found he had a crack in his glasses. See, my friend Hamish. See, this is true. Listen to this. No, see, my friend Hamish, he broke his glasses. My friend Hamish, he broke his glasses. He went to the optician. The optician said, I can't fix them from Monday. So he boarded him up for the weekend.
Yes. Wow.
This is a clothes brush cup.
Have you never had a clothes
Never
brush
had
cup?
one, never. Let me get a sip.
You're not having this one either. You're very good health.
Good health, dude.
Happy hobby.
And to you. Good. Okay.
Oh wow.
That's brilliant, man, isn't it?
Watch an episode of Junior Kickstart.
Oh, wow.
What's Junior Kickstart?
Oh, Kickstart when they're on motorbikes doing all these like
yeah, little tricks over ramps.
riding on bits of wood and shit.
That used to be good in the 80s. Yeah.
I used to love it. Kickstart.
Fantastic. And little scramblers and that, trails bikes and stuff.
Breathe.
And you had the Krypton Factor with their salt course.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Krypton Factor, Michael?
Yeah. Kickstart was mint.
Yeah, it was. It was all teenagers. School thing, wasn't it?
Oppenheimer. I still want to watch this.
Any good, like?
I'd like to watch it.
I want to see it, but I mean, on that link you gave me, Michael, it's still only got cam version, so I'm waiting till it gets the HD. It's funny that link works, Michael, and the rest doesn't.
I know, it's mad, isn't it?
Isn't it? How did you know? Or was it just a game?
It was linked on that other thing that I was watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a good one as well. Taking what you wanted to say.
A bit of practice. So as the riders go off to get themselves fully kitted up, helmets and gloves, I'll bring in my co-commentator from Florida, Jack Stites. Oh, Jack, we've had a tremendous amount of rain.
Look at that maestro in back down.
The course looks almost impossible.
The course is not impossible. It'll
Mullet,
be very
look at his
difficult.
mullet.
The ground is...
Hey, that
mullet and a tash.
That
the style of the 80s.
Those were the days. I had a mullet when I was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I did. I had long hair at the back, short on top, and I grew it all long all over.
Is saturated with mud. It'll cause a lot of trouble.
Mushroom.
What about the obstacles themselves? I mean, we've got a couple of obstacles that the adults were riding over just a few months ago.
Yeah, we sure do. But the biggest problem is going to be the mud itself. The riders need a lot of aggression today, and it's the ability to turn off the aggression, I think, will be the problem for them.
So it's sure but careful.
Right, exactly.
So then, let's get over to the start line, the senior division, Heat 1. First to go then, Roger Higgs, age 14, from Camberley. Then Wayne Braybrook from Howarth in Yorkshire, he's 14. James Boggis from Worksop. They're setting off and setting the standard.
Just while we're on about this,
for 1980.
I can remember when Hamilton were on Blue Peter and he were a go-kart rider.
Oh, Lewis Hamilton, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He were on with his dad, he were a go-kart champion like at the time.
Yeah, these were the days, man. Blimmin' heck. I was what, 8-year-old when this first episode came out. Crazy, man. Mental.
Who asked for this, Spud?
I think so.
Co-mover. I think.
Is it in the house?
Yeah,
Don't
come
know
over.
from in the house.
We just call a kid with a gammy leg kickstart.
Yeah.
Where was it? Or was it another one? Oh, there was a funny one where the guy threw TNT into the fish, and all of a sudden you just see all the fish come out.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's Kit Kat. Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, I think so.
Kit Kat fishing.
Yeah.
Des O'Connor's more effective than TNT.
I do think it's Kit Kat. It might not be, but I think it is.
You were specific with the.
Yeah. Maybe Kit Kat TNT.
But some of these guys catch hectic fish.
Oh, definitely, man.
Kit Kat on Rocket. No, don't think it's that one.
No. Maybe it's not Kit Kat. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
What was that advert, PJ? Somebody somewhere is having a toffee crisp.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Do you remember Topic in the medium, and it was floating? No, it was Toffee Crisp with the medium, and he was doing all that in the same.
Yeah.
And it floats down in front of him. Yeah, the ghostly type. Yeah, man. Toffee Crisp advert. Wow. somewhere he's having a Toffee Crisp. That's brilliant. Yeah, it was like it did that. It was a butterfly effect. If you eat a Toffee Crisp, something happens in another part of the world, wouldn't it? Something like that.
Like empty packet floats down after nowhere in front of Ronaldo.
I remember this advert. Woodcare.
Plascon Sunproof contains unique UV filters which protect wood from the sun. Correctly applied, it's been known to protect wood for up to 16 years.
What size is that fish?
Plascon Sunproof.
Little bit longer.
What about the dairy milk adverts? No, the milk tray that like James Bond.
The lady loves milk.
Lady loves milk.
Lady loves milk.
Yeah, James Bond advert.
Yes, Granddad with his chickens. Oh
yes. That's best. That's best one. That Belly's gonna get you. Type in Belly's gonna get you.
Gonna get you.
Belly's gonna get you. Belly.
They eat good, Grandma.
They do.
Can't go like
They
that.
still do. Sunflower seeds, mealies, and peanuts.
That's what makes Farmer Brown chicken so tender and plump.
Oh, goodness, the roast.
What's plump, Grandma?
Never you mind.
Fresh Farmer Brown chickens. They taste so good. Cause they eat so good.
Okay, that's all.
Type in Belly's gonna get you.
Belly.
Belly's gonna get you.
Belly's gonna get you.
BELLYS. Belly's gonna get you. Like a Reebok advert.
It is right there. Huh.
Belly's gonna get you. There we go.
Funny.
Yeah, man, it's funny. It's funny.
Belly's
Your
gonna
best
get
hates
you.
being stuck in a slump. Slow
I'm
man.
glad you're enjoying it, Co-Mover.
Your best is out here, giving it your all, and then some.
Adverts.
Adverts, man. You'll know it because there's a big fat belly. That's it.
That's it.
off the roof.
Who comes up with this stuff?
I don't know. Belly's gonna
That's actually good.
That was mental, innit?
Wow.
Belly's gonna get you. That's what I'm like. Belly's gonna.
But it shows you they don't make adverts like they used to.
No, they're all propaganda these days, aren't they? Like,
Really rubbish. Yeah. Sorry. Getting
used
quite
to be
cool now.
amusing, like when we were young, but these days, in fact, most of the adverts these days are all about death, aren't they? Like,
Wait.
They used to tell a story, you know, like the Nescafe adverts with that actor. Used to tell like a story, a love story and stuff like that.
Can you remember that one where they used to be pretending they got a coffee machine and they're going?
Yeah. In the kitchen, yeah. Can't remember what it looked like, but I do remember that.
This is still one of my favorite old British programs. Mind Your Language. That's the show I used to love. Oh.
Yeah, I remember that. Funny. Belly's gonna get you.
Belly.
Belly already got me.
It got me.
It got me. I'm losing it a little bit now, though. I'm losing a little bit compared to what I was. When I see you next, I'll be all trim up and ting. You know what I mean?
Don't tell me how.
Listen to this.
Announced that our membership figures stood at 769, 800 and 700.
800 and 700.
769,820.
And by the way, I just have to point this out. That's a Glober.
Oh my god.
Vicky thinks you're random.
Yeah, but I just walked in and you were watching a big belly chasing people. Like, as random as that.
That's like, play this one. It's that guy from your neck of the woods.
Cyril Ramaphosa. Oh.
Yeah.
Can I have my iPad, please? I had my iPad.
Oh, with the Kif. I think it's Kif.
Kifness,
yeah.
It's from your neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna let the advert.
Yes, you're.
This is one of your government guys, isn't it?
Cyril Ramaphosa is the president.
Yeah. Is he really?
Yeah. He's an idiot.
This
and who I just showed you now was Zuma, our ex-president.
Wow.
Okay.
Can I have my iPad, please? I had my iPad. They've lost it, it seems. It's gone. Can I have my iPad, please? I had my iPad. They've lost it, it seems.
I have to pause it now and then, though, unfortunately, because Kifness can copyright strike me, though.
Can it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gone. Can I have my iPad, please? I had my iPad.
But he is very good, this Kifness guy.
I love him, man.
He does very good.
Ones he does with cats and that are brilliant.
It's gone. Can I have my iPad, please? I had my iPad.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't play too long. But yeah, he's very good. I'm
really?
No, he can, yeah.
That Genghis Khan one's best.
So I'm gonna stick the link there if anybody wants to watch it. Hey, 15 minutes left, guys. Then I can go sleep. What does the vote say? 112. 45 say yes, please. You guys want 4-hour streams? Guys but I see everybody's gone to sleep. There's like 29 people watching now.
Yeah, most of federal arguments gone, hasn't it?
Yeah.
With Richie. You're arguing for that upwards moving earth in your sleep now, Richie.
Grange Hill.
Grange Hill.
You
know it's coming back.
Is it? Grange Hill?
Yeah.
Hey, Slip, good to see you, mate. He says, good of Zuma. Couldn't even get a pass in the beginning. Couldn't even pass the beginning, exactly. I don't know Grange Hill. I don't know.
You need to watch it.
Zamu taught me to say no.
To say no.
That guy who you just put on that comedy thing with that copper, he were what would they call him now? What they call him, PJ? Guy who looks after eating and that in school.
Oh,
caretaker. That's it. He was caretaker in Grange Hill.
Right.
Mr. Bronson.
Right.
I'm trying to think.
There's a guy called Ziggy Greaves.
Tucker Jenkins. That was him.
And there was a kid called Danny Kendall, and he looked like a kid who were in my year, and we used to piss at him, like calling him Danny Kendall. He also looked like Screech at Saved by the Bell as well.
Oh, Father Ted. You're a racist. This is a good one.
Drink! Women!
If you want to watch somebody racist, you want to what was that program now?
Afghanet.
Afghanet. If you want
Sickness and in Health.
What was it called? What was the program called?
In Sickness and in Health.
Ah, you want to watch that, Flatzoid? In Sickness and in Health. That is racist.
Wow. Look, so funny, but it is racist. nowadays, it's definitely.
Yeah, you wouldn't get away with it on TV.
You wouldn't.
Then we're rising down with that when you were on with that black guy.
Come on, Dougal, lighten up. Dougal, there were Chinese people there.
All right, yeah.
I mean, what is? I mean,
that's the Yin family. They're living over there in that old Chinatown area.
Chinatown area? There's a Chinatown on Craggy Island. Dougal, I wouldn't have done a Chinaman impression if I'd known there was going to be a Chinaman there to see me doing a Chinaman impression.
Why not, Ted?
Because it's racist. They'll think I'm a racist. I'm going to have to catch up with them and explain I'm not a racist.
Oh, Bernard Manning will
Hello there, Father. Hello, Colm. Out and about? I am. Same as yourself. Good. I hear you're a racist now, Father. What? How did you get interested in that type of thing? Who said I'm a racist? Everyone's saying it, Father. Should we all be racist now? What's the official line the church is taking on this? Oh, no. Only the farm takes up most of the day, and at night I just like a cup of tea. I might be able to devote myself full-time to the old racism.
Good for you, Father!
What? Oh, Mrs. Carberry.
Good for you, Father! Well, someone had the guts to stand up to them at last. Coming over here, taking our jobs and our women, and acting like they own a second place. Well done, Father! Good for you! Good for you! I'd like to begging... Begging Greeks!
It isn't the Greeks, it's the Chinese he's after. I'm not after the Chinese!
I don't care who he gets along with, I can have a go at the Greeks. They invented gayness.
Look, we are not having to vote anybody. I am not a racist, all right? God.
Frigging bricks.
How's Mary?
She's fine. She got that job after.
Great.
One go.
What's the other one you said I must check? Norman Collar.
You can't play some.
No, you can't play off. You won't be able to play off Afghan.
Afghani, Bernard Manning. Bernard Manning was ruthless, like.
Yeah, he might be on there, but it's probably bleeped out, wouldn't it be? I don't know.
People don't find that thing funny no more, do they?
Nah.
Yeah, best to have a look at it in your own time. That a bit, don't put it on live.
Type in Bernard Manning, see if how it comes up like that.
Burning Man.
Bernard Manning.
Burning Man.
It was like a bit like Chubby Brown, like used to go around working men's clubs and that. But he was ruthless with racism.
Oh wow.
Is this the guy, Bernard Manning?
Funny though.
Shooting from the lip. Ooh, yeah. I don't think it's gonna work to show this on.
Just yeah, like like we're only showing this because we're reminiscing, not because we're being racist. I don't.
It's old stuff.
It's old stuff. This is what life used to be like.
People could just laugh.
Before political correctness and all that.
Yeah.
They went too PC, far too hard with the PC.
Well, we got 8 minutes to go.
We did it?
Yeah, we did it. 4 hours.
Last time we did 4 hours was 4 hours 40. Michael's birthday.
4:44, wasn't it?
4:44, yeah.
Something like that.
Well, I guess I got to show the super chats. Say thank you for everybody. Woo! Thank you all for all your support. Really appreciate it.
I think we should do more of these streams though, where we reminisce.
Yeah, it's fun just to
and not just talk flat earth and that, like, cause it does get, for me, it gets boring after a bit, like flat earth.
Well, it does not. It is nice just to have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a. Watch it in your free time. Yeah, that's what I said. As I said, probably too many snowflakes.
I'd watch it in free time as well.
Don't show it live.
Oh yeah. Oi.
Any of these English ballers worth the salt will have watched it anyway, though. So.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, man.
We'll see if I got any strikes from any of these things we just put on. Big break with John Virgo and Jim Davidson.
Oh, Jim Davidson.
It's only a game show.
Jim Davidson.
Very sharp.
Jim Davidson used to be bad for that, and sexy.
Like Jim Davidson is rare funny. Watch Jim Davidson stand up, man.
Hi. Billy Conrad, like.
Oh, who used to watch the IT show? The IT guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was still good. I used to do that.
Bob Monkhouse. High quality now.
See, we there's a lot of shows we never got by us that you guys had.
Farting.
No, it's my chair.
Is it public on your seat?
It's me trying to sound intelligent on my lazy boy getting super chats, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Don't forget the big word.
I bet your boy's not as lazy as me.
I was going to say, do you know, our dog Minnie was whimpering out. Oh, she was whimpering for you whimpering out.
She loves me.
No. I was going to say, I'll put on the camera and show you guys. 2 secs. Come here, Minnie.
What's he showing us?
The dog.
Oh.
He's a handler.
Come here. Look at me. Look at Bees Humphries.
Ah, cute.
There you go. Look. Minnie, look that way. Hello.
Hello.
Where's your hamster?
Say again.
Where's your hamster?
Hamster's got a brain growing on the side of his head, coming out of his ear. He's got cancer.
His hamster's been here a year.
It's got cancer.
You've got a brain growing out on the side. He's smart then, isn't he?
Wow. Retro Bolts, thank you very much for your fantasy. It says anagram for Michael Kahn equals Hank Alchemy anagram. For Cruikshank equals Rick Hunshak. Sorry, it's the best I could do.
That's it now, Retroville. I'm going by Hank. I'm going to change my YouTube name to Hank.
Hank.
That's pretty good. I like it, Retro.
But thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate it.
Rick Hunzak. You've got to change your name to Rick.
Ricky Vic.
I don't look like a Rick, surely.
A Ricky Vic.
Slick Rick.
Rick Astley.
Tricky Dicky. Rick the Prick. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down. Never turn around
and hurt you.
Never gonna give. Never gonna give. Never
gonna give you up.
That was the music, guys.
That's the one.
Hey, Flat's got his thingy chaps, and I've got clothes.
Yeah. Vicky says you get yourself super chats and she got to have clothes. What is that? She showed me. There was loads of stuff.
It won't be long before Vicky's on here demolishing ballers. Come on, Vicky. Yeah.
No, right, because he has to mute me because I'll go off my head.
That's true.
Why do you think I don't let Beth on?
Well, I still see the best thing was I was interviewing Michael. We were having a stream there once on Coriolis, and Beth started what's it?
Having a go at me?
No, in the lawn. I'm trying to think what the name is. I can't even think. I'm so tired. Hoovering. She starts hooving all over by him. Michael just turns around. Beth, can you see I'm busy?
He's like, so am I. I'm moving.
The look she gave him.
Best.
Where's that bloke?
What bloke?
My favourite one.
What? Who got bloke?
I think a moth's just gone inside my computer, fan.
A moth.
It was a moth.
I hate moths. I hate moths.
It was a moth.
As a moth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's that one that triggers me?
Who? Jim Dell?
No.
Phil Bell?
No, the one, it's your friend.
My friend? Oh, Disclord.
Oh, he triggers me.
I think Disclord triggers a lot of people.
Yeah, he does, man. He does.
Nah, but like, really triggers me.
It's been ran for a few days.
She's not a fan. She's not a fan.
No, I don't like him. And that other. Who's that other one?
I don't know.
You do.
I don't know.
Long hair.
Hey, Spherical Cow, you just missed the 4 hours. We're closing off now in like 30 seconds. I am tired. I need to sleep.
Did it? We did 4 hours on the dot right now.
Is it? Is it still?
Yeah, well,
almost.
10 past midnight.
Isn't it
well,
few-
maybe
few seconds.
Come over. What's your avatar? Is it
It's Hulk Hogan.
Hogan.
Yeah, it looks like Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
I once was watching, that fly on the wall thing with his family.
Aye.
And they were at the mall, and his wife come out and said, "I've bought you a man bag," and he went, "I don't want no goddamn man bag." I launched it straight over the top at mall.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna say night.
Right, that's it.
I am tired. I'll see you guys all tonight then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even for us, it's tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tonight for us as well.
10 past midnight.
Wow.
We did it.
Well, it was a good show. Thanks, guys, all for coming. Thanks for all the support, all the super chats, all the likes, all the shares, and all the laughs. So yeah, you guys rock. Many, many blessings. I'm not
most important, mate.
I'm not even gonna do an outro. I'm just gonna say cheers.
You'll get your sent to bed, mate.
Cheers.
Retro Bill, Aaron Ra. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
No.
If you looked up Satan in the dictionary, there's a picture of Aaron Ra.
Oh man,
yeah, that guy. Oh.
He's an atheist, but he dresses like Satan. What a moron.
Yeah.
But Aaron always has the same arguments, though.
We've got to do a video covering him, man.
Probably.
He says, bats ain't birds and donkeys don't talk.
And an atheist dressed like